I'm a survivor.
I'm Jeff Varner from Survivor's Australian Outback in Cambodia. You know, when Abby's acting up, Gandhi is storming off, or Deb is looking for rocks somewhere, you are exactly where you need to be. Oh my God, this is delicious. Who needs food when you've got Dwayne and David? This is Survivor Talk with D&D.
So if you feel me, put your hands up.
Hello, everyone. This is Survivor Talk with D&D. I'm Dwayne.
And I'm David.
And we're just two best friends talking about the show we love. And, of course, this episode was excellent, and so we're going to have a great time talking about it and hopefully not have any technical issues. Well, there you go.
What?
Like that. I didn't hear a thing he just said.
I know. I'm so
this should be fun.
Why don't you go through the whole house?
I'm gonna go through the whole intro, and David's gonna go reset his router. I think. I'm not quite sure, but here we go. So, welcome to our recap, discussion, and feedback show for episode 2, Survivor Kaôh Rōng. On tonight's show, we will recap and discuss the show. We will tackle our listener feedback. We have 6, count them 6, including 1 audio. We will look at iTunes reviews, which we have none this week. But, you know, I'd like to play the... There you go. We will give you the results of the power rankings battle between David and Colton. Of course, he's off the air right now, so he may not know that. But I can always go to it on the website. And then, let's see, we'll have the results. We'll have the always fun Mikko challenge, for which I have created a brand new intro. Here's a taste. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. The rest is later. All right, and then, of course, the D&D Survivor challenge results. How can we get all of this in 2 hours? We can't, because after that, we're going to talk about Better Call Saul. That's right. So let's see. We've got lots of people in the chat room having a good time. Let me invite David again, just in case he needs an invite. Boom, boom. There you go. All right, coming on Sunday, April 3rd, just a reminder, we have Kelly and Friends, a Patreon podcast. She's going to have 3 friends, 4 including her. What is it? It's a call-in show for our D&D patrons. Kelly is inviting a couple of Survivor friends, including her dad, Dale. So right now we have Kelly and Dale, and she's going to invite 2 more, and we'll let you know who those are in the month of March. And a few others. It'll be an open discussion conference call. It's going to be a lot of fun. Why? It's a thank you to our patrons. It's a patron part. And so there you go. We'll save all of our Amazon and Patreon talk to the end of the podcast. For those of you who like us enough to stay for it all, we'll tell you about it. All right. So Better Call Saul talk if we have time. I hope we do, because I am hooked. And I don't know about, and I don't know about y'all, but Netflix has really spoiled me to binge watching. So when I catch up with a show like Better Call Saul, I have to wait a whole week. It's just, it's like living in Lost World again.
Oh, I am so glad you mentioned that, because I am binging on something right now that is like a cousin to Lost.
Wait, let me guess. The 100.
We're going to talk about it later on. I'm not going to spoil anything. Have you started it?
No, but I'm going to. Right now I'm watching another show, and I'm going
to reinforce why you need to start it. So, yes, we can talk about it.
All right. Oh, my goodness. Oh, people in the chat room. By the way, if you listen to us on audio or you watch us later, if you ever have a chance, watch us live. It's a lot of fun. Go to our website, stwdd.com/live, and the video's there, and there's a chat room right beside it. We've got, 9 people in there right now. And they are making all kinds of cat jokes and all kinds of fun stuff. So lots of good stuff. So there you go. Are you ready, David, for our recap discussion of episode 2?
Sure.
Did I miss anything? Is it too late for the Durham Warrior Survival Challenge for them to?
No, but this is my last warning, people. This is the last week to get it in there, because you got till the 29th. and that's next Monday, right? Next Monday. So
29th. Today's the 25th, so it's 4 days from Thursday.
The race to raise the most money is hot, but you can still apply and get straight on if they like you. Make a video, send it in. It is a experience you will never, ever forget, and it will stick with you for a long time because you'll be in a community. It's awesome.
That's right. So, David, do you remember the title of the show? Episode 2.
Kindergarten camp.
All right. So here we go. Kindergarten camp, Survivor, Rōng, episode 2. Dude, stop.
Did I say it like Joe?
Wait, why isn't it stopping? This is crazy weird. It's supposed to just stop. It's not stopping, David. Dude. There you go. How you like that?
Well,
I have
take
no
control.
idea what just happened to my app. Well, here's what happened. I gave my iPad away. There's this kid in our church who has autism, and someone stole his iPad. So I said, here, have my iPad Air, my iPad 2 Air. So he has my iPad 2 Air until the new ones come out, and I'll buy one then. So I'm using my little phone, and it's really hard to see all these little boxes on my phone. So anyway. All right. Are you ready, David?
I'm ready.
Well, yeah, you're ready. Initial thoughts. David, you go first. You do all your initial thoughts. I'm going to break open a V8 power drink.
Okay, let me just tell you that last night was an emotional roller coaster for me because if I know that I think you dated more than I did in high school, but there's always this one girl that you really, really, really want to go out with. I know. Where did that come from?
Oh, yeah, so, David. Look at me.
There was one girl in high school that I really wanted to go out with. I finally did, but last night was like taking this girl out you've been waiting so long to take out. The first date goes great. She says, yes, I'd love to go out with you again. You go out for a second date, and it's perfect until the very end when she tells you, I don't think you tipped the waitress enough. I'd really never like to see you again. That's what last night felt like to me because it was a gut punch out of nowhere because editing did such a great job.
Yes.
I was like stunned at the end of the episode. And I was talking to a guy today about it, and he said, what did you think of the episode? I said, you know what? It felt like a gut punch at the very end, came out of nowhere, but it was a very, very good episode because of that. Yeah. It was a complete shocker at the end to me because as I've learned today through a little investigation, editing did a great job covering up what would have told us what was going to happen. But it was I
want to know about that. When are you going to tell us?
There's one of our feedback talks about it, and mean, we can talk about it. Well, I'll save it till then. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. Well, no, let's give them something to keep listening for.
But but anyway, I've never, and maybe it's because I don't know Jen. I've never talked to her face to face or personally. We've exchanged like tweets and stuff and whatever on Facebook, but never met the girl. But I was so invested in my winner pick. I've never had a winner pick go out second.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Nobody's going to listen to me and Mike K ever again. He was her.
Oh my goodness,
she was his pick. That's my winner pick. The second one. Ow.
Wow.
David. Now you're starting to understand my pain.
David, I bet my winner pick lasts longer than yours.
Well, that's a bet I won't be taking. So anyway.
Wow.
So I should get a lot of messages next season of people asking me not to pick them.
Yeah, really.
For the next season.
Wow.
Let's see. I had another one. I actually watched the show about 2 2/3 times. I just had time.
Oh, yeah. I just watched it twice. Oh, I know what you wanted. You wanted an extra, a little help on the Mikko challenge.
Oh, I saw your questions. I definitely wanted some help. But anyway, let's see. What was I talking about? See, you threw me off. But
we're on initial thoughts, David.
I was going to say something about how you don't really take the flame down to the pool of kerosene. You just want to drop the match in the pool of kerosene. You don't really want to hold your hand all the way to the fire.
Well, you also don't want to pour a gallon of kerosene.
Watching it a few more times, Neil's reaction was like, wow, that was a lot of kerosene. You don't need to touch every part of it. And finally, my third initial thought was, Dwayne, just because I can eat a whole pizza doesn't mean you should. So that's my third phone.
I didn't need. Okay, hold on. Oh, there you go. That's right.
Hello.
That's right.
Tell me your initial thoughts.
Just because I can lose weight doesn't mean you can lose weight.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I know you missed it because you were talking, but in the chat room there was a little bit of talk about how both of us are showing the much trimmer part of ourselves, how we are trimming up.
I'm just wearing a tighter shirt.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't noticed, but I can kind of tell it in my neck a little bit. You know, this disgusting gobbler that I have that I hate so much, it's a little smaller.
Yeah! I always crave turkey after we talk. I don't know why.
Yeah, for some reason, David's always thinking of Thanksgiving after we talk. Wow. Oh, by the way, someone put love the action figures in the background. Would you like to clarify if those are action figures or not? Or are they? I don't know.
They're a mixture. Oh, they're moving. They're a mixture of bobbleheads and non-bobbleheads. Different characters of some of my favorite shows. And I don't subscribe to Loot Crate, but I do have a daughter that has Amazon Prime. So
I hope she uses our link.
She does because she uses it for college. So,
good. All right,
anyway.
My initial thoughts.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
I know I saw in our little message. Wow, wow, wow is what you put in our message.
Yeah. Second initial thought, be careful with Alicia. She will expose you at the drop of a hat. That girl, you know what? Now I know why Colton picked her. He didn't know it, but there was a vibe there.
She's got a rabbit's foot. She's got a 4-leaf clover. She's got something, but she is hanging on, and she's still there.
Yeah, good stuff. So, by the way, speaking of losing weight, sorry, just for a minute. My goal this week is to get 5,000 steps a day. Now, I know you're thinking, well, you're supposed to get 10,000. Dude, I get 2,200 steps a day if I just do my normal. So the last couple of nights, like before we got on the air tonight, I looked at my watch, and I had 3,000 steps.
Are you going to be walking the whole?
So I spent an hour in my living room walking forward and backward while watching TV to get my 5,000 steps in. So there you go.
I work at a hospital, and we lost one of our techs. So our workload has gotten thicker, and I hit 5,500 steps on average by lunchtime.
Dude. All right. Well, back to Survivor.
Sorry.
So, no. Those are my two initial thoughts. Night 3, we have Brawn. Alicia's like, they don't want me.
She's adorable. She's got this look that when she looks at the camera or looks past the camera, it's like, okay, when are you guys going to come out and tell us this is a joke? Because you are not leaving us out here for 30. She's got that look. You are not leaving us out here for 39 days. And it makes me laugh. And then she says stuff like, I'm just really confused right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're still in the game, so you shouldn't be that confused.
Yeah. So obviously this tribe's having difficulty making fire. And we're not to the point where she makes it yet, but they're all trying. And I liked it whenever, Jenny goes, I can't make fire if your face is in the way.
Move your face, sweetheart. If I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I can't tell if we have any embryos or not. So we got to.
That's right. That was crazy. Embryos. We're just not going to make jokes about that because it's just too bad. It's
just me and my words. Just me and my words.
Jason keeps calling her Blondie, and he does throughout the whole episode, except I think 1 or 2 times he called her Alicia. Yeah. But he must have been having a brain freeze when he did that because it's just so not him.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I think it was in the beginning of this episode where they talked about she's definitely the next one to go if we go back.
It's so unlike him to call her Alicia that it caught me off guard.
You weren't sure if it was him. See, my problem tonight, I was so I knew that could mess up our quote challenge if they throw the name Alicia in there.
Yeah, really.
But I didn't read Shayna's points yet because I want to be surprised. I got a whiff of your comment to Dan, but I also did not read your quotes, so I hope I don't say any of your quotes. So I should go back and look at the quotes.
No, you shouldn't. I didn't look at yours. We're just going to recap the episode like we normally would. There you go.
Gotcha.
Beauty, man. Is this tribe kicking butt or what?
They're having fun.
I mean, the whole episode, the Beauty tribe is having fun.
And what did they get in the first episode?
I don't remember.
Caleb and Ty got fire.
Oh, yes.
So Dave had fire, and we see later that fire makes a world of difference.
Yeah.
It's communal. It's atmospheric. It just brings people together. It feeds people. It just makes you feel like it's like living in a house with electricity. When you don't have electricity, you're in trouble. But when you have fire out there in the beach or in the woods, it just brings a different feeling to it.
And everybody's spirits are up, and this is even before they win immunity,
Right.
Spirits are up. The tribe is kicking butt. Ty, however, at the beginning of this, at the very beginning, Ty's on the island by himself, which I still don't think is good.
So okay, so you answered my question. Where would you be if you were in Ty's shoes? Would you be in the water, or would you be out looking for the clue or the idol?
Well, okay, fair question. It depends on why I'm on the island by myself. If it was a legitimate reason, and then I would take advantage of the time and I'd go look. But if it was a choice between looking for the idol and going and socializing, I go and socialize. Unless I wasn't getting along with people, then I'd be doing what Alicia did and try to find the idol.
Well, we see that Ty has an addictive personality. We see that when he's in a crowd, he's either the center or the humor of the crowd, it seems like. And he even mentioned it himself when he said, I don't know where I stand right now. Now, that's a soundbite we could have gotten a day before, a day after. We don't know if it was right then. But if you don't know where you stand, go stand with them.
Yeah.
You don't give them a chance to talk, but you give a chance to ingratiate yourself to them and get to know Ty, because they really seem to like Ty when he's around them. So, but anyway, he's on the beach. And if you, like you said, if they flat out ask amongst the five of them to go clamming and not you, you're number 6. You've got to go do something to save yourself. So then you might want to go hunt.
And unless you have a ladder, you're not getting that idol.
A ladder or Scott. He probably wishes he had Scott right now to throw him up there.
I looked at the clue that said the key is just outside your reach. It was like 12 feet above his head.
That is not a fair thing to do to people. How am I supposed to get up that tree if I find that clue?
However, I think what it said was you push out the key. So really, probably what he should have done was went and found a long piece of bamboo.
Yeah.
Right? And pushed it up and pushed whatever it was out of the holder.
If he can get it to fit in that hole, because it didn't look that big, and bamboo sometimes comes pretty big. But I'm thinking, hey, go get the machete. That tree needs to come down. See if you can get it down before anybody else gets on the beach.
That's right.
That's
right.
That was crazy. I'm like, I'd never get up that. If Ty can't get up that tree, I'm never getting up that tree.
And boy, he ripped. Oh man, he ripped his body up trying to get that.
That was my other question. How does he explain? He showed us on his chest all the burns and stuff. How does he explain that? Well, I couldn't pull it down, so I thought I'd climb a tree and try and weight it down to the ground.
Or they already know he's looking for clues, so he just tells them, I was looking, I didn't find anything. Or I was trying to get coconuts.
That was tough. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, someone on Taggy Ranger says, I don't think you're supposed to climb the tree, which is what I was just saying. I think the clue said something about building up the tool or making it longer somehow. Am I making that up? I don't think so. That's what I was catching on to. I think he's supposed to find something so he can reach it. So, I mean, let's say you and I are out there. We can't climb that tree.
That's my point. How fair is it? You're right. You would have to rig something up to get that up there.
So, all right, let's move over to the Brains tribe. Still day 4. FBI agent or not, it doesn't take that much kerosene. Literally, you just need enough. It'll light the stuff, and you're good.
Yeah. Just wet your starter stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, just wet the starter stuff. So, and Debbie was it Debbie that can see parasites in water? Yeah, because she knows it's good water because she doesn't see any parasites in it.
And she's been looking at water for 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
She knows water.
That's right.
She's also still walking, which Peter observes. You're still upright. You're not falling over.
How do you feel about how Peter's handling Debbie?
I loved Peter in this episode. Okay. He was very empathetic. He listened. He didn't mock her to her face. He may have joked. He joked with her to Liz about her, but talking to her, he had a very to me, it was his bedside manner. He was very calm. He was not real negative. I thought he did really well.
I do too. And I feel like he joked on her in front of her face, but over her head.
Which joke? All about the hand-eye coordination, or just
just little things like that. It's like you don't even realize I'm joking on you, but I'm messing with you.
I think you did that to the confessional camera too. I'm making a joke and you don't realize it.
But to do it right in front of her face is hilarious. It's a little patronizing, but it's also hilarious because it's so funny when you do that to somebody. I've never done it, but it's so funny to watch someone do that to somebody and then see them like answer so seriously. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what I was saying, you know?
Yes, I think I too have good hand-eye coordination. Yes.
So that's what I think Peter was doing, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
I liked him the whole episode. We didn't get much strategy, but that he did have one moment where I thought was this where he talked about keeping Deb around because she's not using strategy? It was at some point where he said she's all social, no strategy.
Why are we going to get rid of her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe that's her strategy to get you to keep her around at some point. So either way, I thought Peter still had a good episode.
Yeah.
But I love the way he treated Deb, because if Joe and Deb get an idol, they are going to come to somebody, and who they're going to come to, but somebody they've talked to and like to talk to. Right.
Joe will go before she does.
After this episode, I think so too.
Yes. Joe annoyed the heck out of me. Joe did exactly what I have said older people do with younger people.
Yeah,
they can't. What? Well, I know it's later.
Well, no, let's go ahead and talk about it then. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Since we only got the beauty scene in between that. So,
well, yeah, I guess so.
Go ahead.
We are going to talk about it later, but Joe does exactly what I say. They get impatient and they start being patronizing and they start being condescending. And we'll talk about it whenever that happens, which is day 5. Yeah. So I like how Peter is egging her on. You really do have good hand-eye coordination. Oh, I liked he and Liz were talking. Okay, so she's a chemist and she's a water examiner and she's, he starts naming all the things she's done. Debbie's done. All right. Beauty day 4. You want to talk about beauty day 4?
This is where Ty worked his little charm. He sat with the group, stayed with the group, got in good with the group, and this, I think, is one of his strongest weapons, is his personality. Yeah. Caleb couldn't stop talking about how much he liked the guy.
They were all having a blast.
And the only person we did – go ahead.
We heard from everybody but whom?
But Nick.
That's right.
I think he's still there.
We didn't even get a confessional.
Not one.
I don't think
you didn't get a confessional for about 15 minutes. Gosh. I got all of the confessionals for 15 minutes, so I think my points are going to be good this week.
Yeah, the double D brigade fell flat, which is ironic.
Good.
There you go.
David, we're going to spend a lot of time on the points tonight, I can tell.
Oh, man. Well, I've already seen them, and I don't even want to talk about them.
See, but the problem is, if Beauty loses and Nick is the candidate, I can't pick him a third week in a row. I've got to go with somebody different.
Yeah. You know what's great about having a chat room going is all of these people are talking amongst themselves. They're hardly even listening to us. So they're going to have to go back and watch it again. That's great.
But they are having a similar conversation. They're talking about the similar stuff we are, just in different avenues.
Well, that's because they catch little, earshots of what we're talking about.
Every now and then they'll hear what we say.
So you got Ty. Really, Ty's flirting with Caleb. He is. It is flirting. He's not trying to he's not trying to hook up with Caleb. Well, but it's kind of a Ty flirt. It is kind of flirting.
Well, look at Caleb. He's cuddalicious. What can you say?
Heck, man.
Actually, I'm friends with Caleb on Facebook. I don't know him personally or anything, but I just, friend requested when I saw he's on Survivor.
Right.
The dude is super ripped now. He's a competitor. He's a bodybuilding competitor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah.
So, apparently, if you dare Caleb to do something, he will at least try it.
That kind of goes along with his choice of breakfast as well. That's kind of a young thing, But now they know. Now Ty knows.
Yep. Answer the question. I have not seen any secret scenes. Have you seen any?
No, I was told to go watch a few, but I haven't seen any.
I didn't have a chance. I was really busy. So I got a bunch of junior high students coming to my house this weekend. And I have bronchitis. That's just wonderful.
We're making a college trip on Saturday. So,
all right. And we've already talked about that. All right. Brains day 5. Kerosene is almost gone. So it's the next day. Frustration all around camp. Because when you don't have kerosene, you're not cooking anything. When you don't have fire, you're not cooking anything. Now, some of them are drinking, which I think is foolish. But then, what do I know? And Joe and Debbie, we get the whole Joe and Debbie, we're the smart ones.
yeah.
You know, they are, even in their minds, they are alienating themselves from everybody else. We are the smart ones.
Yeah.
And what do? They get condescending about the others, with themselves. Right?
Yeah. We got 2 separate blamings. We, after a few little scenes, and I wrote a lot about this particular scene, but Neil finds fault with Joe for using too much in the first treatment of kerosene, then blames him for tipping it on its side. And later in the same segment, Elizabeth blames Joe for wasting the kerosene and for wasting the matches. I mean, there's just, It's obviously, like you said a few minutes ago, Joe seems to be the first target if they go to tribal. Joe reminds me of guys I used to work with. When I got hired at a major company that in 98, there was a hiring gap. They didn't hire for like 20 years. It was a major communications company. And so when I got hired, everybody there was near retirement. They were like in their late 50s, 60s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I was like early 30s when I got hired there. And it was like the other young guys that were there a year before me or so were like, just take all you can from these guys because they're not going to be here very long. Just learn what you can and don't disrespect them.
Right.
Just don't act like you know everything. And I have a tendency at times to come across that way. But anyway, I got put in my place. But these guys, they've been doing things for 60 years. And it works a certain way for 60 years.
Right.
And there's no need for empathy at work because it's how things get done. And what I used to tell people that work for under me now is everybody's got a different way of doing something. Doesn't mean any of them's wrong. Just means everybody's got a different way of doing stuff.
Right.
Pick what works best for you. But Joe, man, he seems intolerant of other people and how they live. He seems very disappointed that things got wet, very disappointed that things aren't working. And I'm like, Joe, you are not fitting in with these kids. You got to be more empathetic. There's 4 of them and 2 of you.
Yeah.
And I can't completely find favor with Liz where she says Joe doesn't realize I need help. Then I'm hurting. It's not Joe's responsibility to see that you need help. Joe's trying to build the fire according to what he said, but at the same time, Joe needs to see that he's not building bridges. If anything, he's burning down the forest.
Well, especially how he talks to Liz.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I was going to finish by saying when I was working with these older guys and I came up on a job that they were working, and if I saw something I thought could do better, I learned not to bring it up. I would just say, what can I do to help you? Because you obviously have a plan. Let me help you. And there's just now these people aren't sleeping well. They're not eating a lot. They're not drinking a lot. So who knows? What there's going through their minds. They're having trouble with that. Yeah. But still, there's that time where you got to be empathetic to dealing with people, and it's tough all over.
Now the flip side of that is those older people on the tribe and at your work need to realize that their way may not be the most efficient way anymore.
Right.
I mean, Liz's suggestion of dropping a smoking ember was not a bad suggestion.
Not at all.
Drop the ember, start blowing on the thing, and watch it happen. So
I wrote down Joe is ready and prepared to rough it. Elizabeth wants to find a way to do it better. For Joe, the old ways still work. For Elizabeth, the new ways could be better and safer. Especially with her charcoal water filter. And hey, I know what I'm getting you for your birthday this year.
Hey, I've seen them do that on Naked and Afraid.
Yeah,
make water filters out of stuff out there in the jungle.
I'm getting you a case of ant dust.
Thank you.
Where did she get ant dust?
I don't know.
That was cool if it really was, but that's kind of neat. Unless I guess it's probably ashes from the fire that she was dropping around there. But that was pretty neat. That's Elizabeth. She's kind of smart.
Right. And she's smart for a couple of things, all right? I really like Liz, and I'm really upset that she's on Thrice is Nice. I really am, because she did a couple of things tonight or last night that I thought were really good. And one of them was in response to the whole situation. And one thing we saw was Joe saying, "Oh, now you see pathogens," being very condescending and just really putting no respect, showing her no respect, and just really putting her down, But Liz goes and does the right thing. She doesn't break down in front of them. She doesn't even go find Neil or whatever. She goes off by herself and does a confessional. She goes off, gets it all out of her system there. That's smart. Good job.
I wonder if she did it because she saw their reaction to Aubrey, whereas Aubrey came into the shelter amongst people and had her time. And Elizabeth, I think that's how she does it in life too, be my guess, is that she gets away. She puts headphones on. She does something. We both do that. So, yeah, I agree. That was really smart to get away from it all. But, yeah, when he turned to her and said, "Pathogens, really? That's baloney," or whatever he said.
It was like, oh, now you see pathogens. Oh, now you see pathogens? I wanted to go up and smack the guy, and he's old enough to be my dad.
And he's
my dad's age.
He's also ripped enough to rip you in half.
Well,
my goodness. He is ripped.
That too, yes. Maybe.
Gosh. Gracious almighty,
anyway.
He's ripped.
I mean, what's he going to do? Go to Debbie and go, "Oh, so you can look at water and tell it's good?" She basically said the same thing, except she said she could actually tell. And at least Liz is smart enough to realize you can't look at the water. No matter how clean that water looks, you're not guaranteed. Unless it was in a running brook, that water is not safe.
See, we had a question if we in the chat about if Joe is sexist. Would he speak to a man like that? He's not speaking to Deb like that. Like you just pointed out.
I don't think it's a sexist thing. I just think he's that way with people that he's tired of.
And I think he's tired of it, and he's also tired. He's also hungry, just like everybody. But he said that Liz acts like she knows everything, but in a way, Deb does too. Deb has some experience in all kinds of life matters. So why is he treating? I don't think it's a sexist thing. It's almost like an ageist thing. Ageism.
Right. Speaking of ageism, can we kick people out of the chat room?
Uh-oh.
Look at what Tina wrote. "Dwayne, he is not your dad. He is your older brother." Tina, I am only 46 years old. Okay? Chill with the age jokes.
Yes. They also mentioned earlier that he reminds them of BB, and I would kind of agree in a sense that BB was very bossy. But I remember BB being bossy in building the shelter and not really listening to too many other people's ideas. And it's almost similar. It's scarily similar. But if they keep winning, that could be the luck of Joe because he could be number one to go. But if they keep winning and make a shuffle, he could all of a sudden get on another tribe that likes him.
Right.
So
isn't it funny how everything gets an ism on the end? We got to label everything. Ageism. How about just the guy thinks he's smarter than her?
Smartism.
Smartisms.
You're right. It is kind of funny.
It is, it's like color of hairisms. I don't like you because you're a redhead.
That's redheadism. Okay.
Yeah, that is redheadism. All right, let's go to Brawn, day 5, because after all, we're not going to see enough of them later on. This was an interesting scene. No one can make a fire. Then we get the whole sunburn thing where he picks the skin off and throws it in the pot. We really see a not so attractive side of Jason in this day 5. Do you agree?
No, I think it's more at the end before Tribal that we get the comments and the other side.
Was this not where? Oh yeah, you're right. That was later on. Okay. Yeah. Well, no, even this one when he dropped the skin in the thing, wasn't that?
That was at the end.
Oh, was it at the end? Okay, well then I'm sorry. Then I'm mistaken. But they have no fire, they have no water, they have nothing to eat, and they are miserable. And Alicia spends 5 hours. I can't sit like she was sitting for 10 minutes. She probably got up and back down, but still 5 hours. And I know some people on Twitter were joking. In fact, I think Jason's wife even made a comment about how Jason actually made the fire. Based on what they showed us, Alicia spent 5 hours, got it started, and Jason went over there and finished it. That's the way it looked.
She seemed to get it smoking, which is the first thing you got to get going.
I saw a flame. I
did too. And then it went down to embers, and then he came in, rested, and threw about 1,000 strokes.
Yeah,
in a matter of a second. Yeah.
So come on, give Alicia some credit.
5 hours, I'd give her. The girl didn't quit.
I think she gets
that's
some
pretty
credit.
awesome.
If we were doing scores for who started the fire, I'd vote we give it to Alicia.
We can do that. She's on my tribe.
I don't think we're doing scores for that.
No, we're not. We fought too much over that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, still, Jason went in and he helped her make it. But I still think you got to give props to Alicia.
Well, I think Alicia had the help of the snoring because that puts out kind of a gas, and it probably got the embers.
Yeah, that is probably. Well, then your house ought to be like in flames every night.
Not anymore. CPAP, baby.
That's right. But what's funny, y'all, and I'm going to mess with David a little bit. We'll be sitting there watching a movie whenever we go to his house or he comes to our house. So it's me and my wife, Connie, and David and his wife, Terry. We're all laying there doing our different things, watching the movie. And all of a sudden you start hearing, you're like, David, wake up.
That's why we don't watch late movies. We just play cards at the table.
And then if I fall asleep, the same thing happens. We're just two manatees on the couch. Right. So, Tribal Council. And I'm not Tribal Council, Immunity Challenge. And can I just say thank you, CBS, for another great challenge?
Wow.
Way to go.
I loved how it evened up 1 to 1 to 1. And I also love their enthusiasm when he asked, "Are you ready to play?" Because it's after what we've seen, the frustration, the tired, the heat, the hunger, these people just want something different almost to do. I mean, even if they finish in second place, just give us something else to do. But more than that, give us something, a chance to win something to improve our life.
Right.
We need something. I love their enthusiasm when they were like, yes. I mean, you think you're at a game show. Hey, make sure you clap when so-and-so comes out. But no. Do you guys want something else for your kid? Yes, please. We'll do anything. Just give us a chance to do it. So I like that. Yes, a very solid challenge. Love this challenge.
So they're playing for fishing gear, but really they're playing for immunity, but they get rewards too. So if they're playing for fishing gear, epic, man. Julie and Debbie sitting out. Mm-hmm. No surprise for me? Surprise for you?
No.
Okay.
Maybe Debbie, but yeah.
Did you watch the challenge preview on CBS, on the YouTube page for CBS?
No, because I wanted to be surprised. I saw them carrying the telephone pole and a picture showing it on the Facebook page, but I wanted to be surprised by it, so no, I didn't see it.
Okay. Well, on the preview, the guy that does all the previews said that they were 200-pound logs.
Oh, and the approach said they were 3.
Yeah. Can you adjust your microphone cable? No, you're staticky really bad. Talk again.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Boom, boom, boom. Talk again.
Check.
It's kind of going in and out. Just make sure your connection are good. Make sure you don't kick anything. We need to get you a new cord, dude. Come on. That's why we have D&D patrons, to replace your cord.
Okay.
All right. So, seriously, can anyone stop the Beauty Tribe? I mean, if they don't do some kind of shakeup pretty soon, Beauty Tribe's just going to run the table.
Yeah, that was really good. They beat Brawn so bad that Jason's gauge fell out of his ear.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy, but you're sounding really bad.
I can tell that I like, it could be the bottom of the microphone. Anyway, I can tell that I like this season because I've probably spent more time on Twitter this season than I have through all the seasons that we've been on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, and if you do follow on Twitter, part of my investigation today, I found where Neil tweeted that Brawn's second panel actually fell before Brain's, but it was the wind that knocked it down. They thought Brawn had won, but they had to put it back up. Because I remember, because of the wind, it knocked it down. It's on Neil's Twitter feed.
She's like the wind in my challenge.
Whoever told him to sing, thank you very much. Oh, boy.
She's like the wind.
Are we on Better Call Saul yet? Because I'm not going to like travel. Okay.
All right. I really like the added difficulty of putting a rope onto the ball.
Oh, yes.
That honestly, I am surprised. That looks and feels like something that John Vahada would do for the Durham Warrior Survival Challenge. You know?
Don't make the same mistake that I was making. It's John Bataha.
Sorry, John Bataha.
I did that to you. That's my fault.
John Bataha. Anyway, that literally was like something I thought I would have seen there. That's how good the Durham Warrior Survival Challenge is. But adding the rope to the ball added a whole new level of, it's not just a carnival game anymore. Everybody has to participate. It's not just one person.
Kept the team as a team having to work together. Yep, exactly. I said the same thing.
Yep. By the way, Ev Sperry, the reason why Caleb probably felt like he needed to say that is because everybody accuses everybody of being homophobes now. So I can see why she said, red flag, I'm not a homophobe. Why did Caleb need to say that? So, and
if you know about Survivor, that could have been a completely different conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we got to get into the habit. I set up.
Or maybe he was. Go ahead.
I set up conferences in our auditorium, and people and I've got people dialed in video-wise to listen and watch, and all these smart speakers that speak will say, anybody got any questions? And then they'll just stand there. Somebody's asking a question, and they don't repeat the question. So you got to repeat the question when you give the answer.
Oh, wow. All right. I was going to say something else. I don't remember what it was, so we're going to go on. So Scott lost it for the Brawn tribe, man. He totally missed the winning shot based on the edit.
Yeah. Well, they all had one down at the same time, so he had a chance to win.
Yeah.
And I like Peter's logic of putting everything he had into it. He basically fell off the platform every shot. He knew he needed that much weight behind it to get it going. Good for him.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. What have we got? So who won that? Beauty won it, right?
And Gracie called it. I called it completely wrong. I said Brains, Brawn, the Beauty. Or it's reverse. And she said, Beauty, Brains, and Brawn. I said, Brawn goes again to tribal? She goes, yeah, why not? She called. And it's over. She goes, hey, I called that.
That's right.
Hush.
All right. So day 6, we're back at Brawn. We're done with Brains. We're done with Beauty. Scott, we are 4 strong, or we 4 are strong. So Scott's,
he will be shocked if one of them turns.
Yeah. Well, he does. He hasn't been playing with Jason long enough to know that. Prepare to be shocked, because Jason's going to play more like the second chancers played the next season, which is our last season.
Yeah,
he's going to play more like that, where, hey, I'm going to switch my vote up because that's what I'm going to do. And Scott's more, okay, I'm going to stay loyal. I'm going to stay loyal.
So, do we want to talk about what I learned today right now as it pertains to the situation, or do we want to keep going?
Dude, I don't know what you learned, so go for it.
Well, I love what Jason's line that he said anyway about Alicia. She's an ostrich. She's just a bird, but she can't fly.
Right. So what use is a bird that can't fly?
What's a penguin? But otherwise, yeah. There's another one. Alicia's smart. She goes auto hunting. I love Jen and Alicia's conversation.
Wait. So what did you learn?
I'm not sharing anything. I'm not at that point yet. I'm not at the point. I'm just asking if you want to talk about it here or wait for the feedback.
Oh, did you talk about how Jason said Alicia's always confused?
No.
Oh. But we do get kind of a sense of that.
Yes, very much so from her. But I like when Jen after Jen listens to Jason. This is the part I had a problem with Jason, and that he let his feelings out too much without thinking if somebody might be offended by it. I mean, I guess his expectation of an alliance is if you're with me, you're with all of me. My thoughts, my dislikes, my likes, my choice of restaurant, if we're in an alliance. And to be honest, that's kind of how you need to be. If I'm in alliance with you, I've got to like everything about what you do. And if you do something that I disagree with, then we're going to come to terms. But he didn't want to do anything that Jen disagreed with. She just got emotioned about how he was talking about Alicia. And she happened to like Alicia. But in this game, you can't like anybody because everybody's got to go. Everybody's got to be second or ladder. Nobody else, you can't share first. So she listens to Jason, and she decides to start thinking about other options. She's with Jen, and she says, Alicia, what's the best thing you can do in this game?
This was funny.
And Alicia goes, be honest. And she almost drops the log laughing so hard. No, that's not the best thing you can do in this game.
That's the opposite of the best thing.
Yes. Then Alicia says, win a challenge? No, that's not the best thing either. This was like a book because I wrote some of these lines down. And Alicia goes, just tell me. And that's kind of Alicia playing Survivor. Just tell me. And she says, getting out the strongest players now while you still can. So then we have the good editing to boil up something towards, a possible change or a possible flip. Boy, is it early. Boy, it's so early. Jen says she was going by. Her gut was telling her one thing, but she gave her word. And she stuck to her word. But see, that's the thing in Survivor. Leave your emotions at the door. Gut reactions are one thing. If you get a gut feeling, you do what you got to do. But
she was also thinking about making a big move, though. She thought getting Jason out would be making a big move, that she'd be blindsiding somebody.
But she gave the exact reason why it was a bad idea. Because if I blindside Jason, I'm blindsiding Scott.
That's exactly right, which is why she had second thoughts.
Right.
And the problem is she'd already talked to Alicia.
I love what she told her. She goes, you're absent-minded and you drive me crazy. But at the same time, I like you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was great. Alicia's standing there going, oh, ow. What? That was not. Wait, is that a compliment?
She looked at Sydney. Did she insult me?
Yeah.
So,
but
anyway,
by the way,
see.
Go ahead.
No,
earlier, whenever Alicia went to look for an idol, what happened to people following people that are looking for idols? If you want to keep somebody, they give her so little credit that they don't even follow her to look for an idol. If they think she has so little game that they don't even follow her.
I wonder if it was a time constraint, as in, because I doubt they would have said, hey, she's going the wrong way, don't bother. But they did give her credit that she went and looked, and Scott acknowledged we know what she's doing, and like you said, nothing else. No, and we saw a needle in a haystack. Yeah, that's what it is. And she was looking in the right places, but I don't know. I think it was more of a time thing. They just didn't have time to show her searching.
Jason and Scott, if you and I were out there, I don't think we would do guy stuff like guy jokes and guy things that, that our wives say, why do y'all do that? I don't think we would do that in front of the ladies.
Not when there's three of them and two of us.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't do it anyway, just out of respect.
Oh, true.
And call me a chauvinist. I don't know, but I'm going to be more. I'm not going to do guy jokes around or guy joking around and say crass stuff around. I'm not going to talk about bodily functions and stuff around the women. It's just unless they start talking like that.
Now, in our chat room, Susan Appleby I'm not sure if she doesn't agree with me or what we've been saying. Every time
somebody's posting a video.
But Susan said, I don't agree. You can realize your alliance mate is a bad social player that will bring you down. That is hard to fix.
Yeah.
It can be hard to fix, but it's also the ideal person to take to the end. Ask Natalie White and Russell Hantz. A bad social player. He was a smart player, but he was a bad social player in that season. So she was right to take him to the end. She stuck with him and kept him in the game too. So
right.
I don't know. It's who you want to take to the end. Like Peter said, take Deb to the end. So
there's like two conversations going on. There's a conversation that's keeping up with us, and then there's the one back with Caleb.
Yes, I see that pop up every now and then.
It's still going on. So, all right. So let's see. What do I have anything else about that? Alicia jumps all over the girl thing. Scott's confident. Jason, not so much. Yeah. Okay. We're all ready. Although I think one of Jenny's other mistakes was showing her indecision to Sydney.
That's the last thing I wrote down. Sydney recognizes that Jen is back and forth a lot. We finally hear from Sydney. I think this is one of the first times we've heard from Sydney. And going to tribal with things up in the air is very dangerous. Excellent point. You need to be locked in before you go to tribal.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to tribal. I mean, you just talked about it. We might as well go there.
Yep.
All right. So, Jenny, obviously we didn't see or hear everything. but she obviously said too much because she didn't say anything on TV that other people haven't said in the past. Right?
Well, I know what happened.
Oh, well, then tell us what happened.
She was preparing for her next private confessional, and she didn't get it.
Wait, so you're being sarcastic?
I'm being very sarcastic because everything she said is what you say in a confessional. You don't say it in tribal council.
Yeah. I mean,
that was a great confessional, but it's not good for tribal council.
All right. Let's say you and I are on a tribe, and there are 2 other people with us, and a third other person that's going to be voted off. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Person number 1, we trust explicitly or implicitly. Right?
Yeah.
We trust them as far as you can trust them.
Yeah.
The other one we're not so sure about. Person number 1 talks about votes were up in the air and stuff like that during the day. We assume that they're just doing that for the show or doing that to make tribal council more interesting and just part of the conversation to make things, to give people hope when there's no hope and to do all that kind of stuff. Person number 2 says it and we're like, were you really doing that? And I think that's what happened. I think Jenny didn't say starting off, then it escalated. All right. But I think in the beginning, she didn't say anything different than other people have been saying in tribal council for 32 seasons, 31 seasons before this. And then she says it, Scott's ears perk up, and she goes off the handle. She just doesn't handle it well.
So 2 people didn't say it in this tribal council, like the example you just gave.
No, my example was if we were the 2 guys and we heard them saying that, one of them we would know that they were just saying it. The other one we might not trust. And I think what happened was they didn't trust her because of what she did with Sydney. Sydney probably told them and stuff like that. And so they didn't trust her. So when she said that, they didn't think, oh, she's just doing this for tribal council. They believed her.
Yeah. Well, so it's going to come up again in feedback. But if you read Twitter and you follow the links, and if you read Jenny's exit interview with Gordon Holmes, she says that she saw Alicia and Sydney go back to the guys and tell the guys what she said about her alliance, her pact. And Jason was asked on Twitter, was Alicia a rat? And he said, Alicia is not a rat. You figure it out. So apparently it was Sydney. And I think the point that you were making about Sydney seeing that side, wishy-washy side of Jen scared her. And she went back to the 2 guys that she was solid with. Mm-hmm. So it looks like it was Sydney that went back and said, hey, Jen's over there talking over alliance, this, that, and the other. Yeah. So the vote for Jen was in before tribal council. Yeah. And the looks that Jason and Scott were going off back and forth were most likely, I told you. Nice. And I guess Scott's vote was still to flush an idol in case it was there. Yeah. But the looks probably weren't as much shocked. They might have been for Scott. I think Scott really wanted to keep her, but Jason seemed like he was pretty dead set, which kind of leads into my ranking from last week, where Scott is the physical and verbal, figurehead, but I think Jason is more the subtle controller of that tribe, of that alliance. So,
well, there you go. There was that one spot whenever Scott is basically telling her, I think I should keep you. And she basically she doesn't actually technically cut him off, but she doesn't allow for the pause so that he'll say more.
Yeah.
That's when she gets up on the log and makes this big spectacle of herself. That just didn't really work.
So the problem I had with tribal council was last night we were in the middle of a tornado warning for about 2 hours.
Wow.
If you've ever had one of those, they interrupt your TV viewing often. Yeah. So Jen says there were some things up in the air. Wow, that makes kind of sense. Not as solid as I thought. And then we get the warning for the next 3 minutes. And I don't mean to make light of it because it was a very serious there were some tornadoes and there were real warnings. But Jason's talking, Scott's talking. I'm hearing nothing. All I heard was my sole survivor pick just admit that she's having other conversations outside of her alliance.
And all you're hearing is beep, 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 beep.
I've got no idea what they're saying. That's funny, Jim, but we know how you're voting. You're okay. Please tell me that's what they're saying. So on the rewatch, No, that's not what they're saying at all.
No.
Oh boy! But I like Sydney's comment of, well, first before that, it goes back and forth between Alicia and Jen, and I love what Jason said. Forget the conversation. Who did you put on the chopping block? And that told Jason all he needed to hear, that he was right, that Jen was floating and they needed to get rid of her. And then Sydney says, I think it's just a matter of being at the wrong place at the wrong time and seeing the wrong things to the wrong people. This is where loyalty comes in, because there's no place to hide and you find out who's loyal and who's not.
Yep.
This girl doesn't speak much, but when she speaks, she's pretty smart. Pretty survivor savvy smart. I like Sydney.
Yeah, I think Sydney's playing a good game.
Yes.
We're not seeing a lot of her, but I think she's playing a good game.
She's keeping her head down. Yes.
Yeah. By the way, there's a person in our chat room called, and I love this name, Breaking Lost Thrones. Love it. Person after our own heart. But anyway, this person wrote, Jason is an unlikable version of Russell. What? Is that implying that Russell is a likable person on the show and Jason's worse? I think that's what he or she is saying. Interesting. All right. Well, I just wanted to say the name because talk about covering all your bases, right?
That's good.
So next time they come on, it'll be Breaking Saul Lost Thrones. All right, time to vote because I'm done. Well, no, there is one more thing. I loved. That's a cross between liked and loved.
Yes.
I lived. Watching Alicia just totally turn on Jenny. She knew that things were going bad. Well, I'm not going to stay on the Jenny train. I'm going to jump off of that thing.
Yep.
Because she's all about survival. So
I loved her smiles. She was just as happy as she could be. I was waiting for the happy dance. She said she could do the happy dance. We almost got it.
Do it.
No, she was ready to jump up.
She's a liar.
Liar, phantom liar.
That's right. So we went into tribal council thinking Alicia or Jason. In fact, Connie was asleep in the recliner next to me.
Yeah.
Not in the same recliner, but in the other recliner. And she was asleep. And she went to sleep like right before they went to tribal council. And she woke up right when they were about to vote. And I said, hey, Connie, who do you think's going home? Alicia. And I went, oh, okay, watch.
Oh, gosh. At the same time, I was probably yelling, don't vote yet. We need more time. We need more time.
Yeah.
Your Honor, can I have a moment, please, with my client?
Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, I know we're about an hour in. We got a lot more good stuff, so don't go away. I'm not doing a commercial or anything, but we're about to switch gears because unless you have something else to say about that episode, David, do you have anything else?
It hit me in the heart at the end, but it was such a good episode, and that was probably why. So,
yeah, I'm enjoying the season already. I personally, by the way, apparently I did not watch this, but Poverty and Fishback and Probst did this 25-minute long interview, and I think Probst spoiled some stuff. And I don't know any of it, so don't get on the Facebook group and start posting stuff that you know from that video. Because that was not... Huh?
Probst spoiled?
Yeah. Like people are like they know when people are like a medevac or something. People think they know when the medevac is. So, yeah. All right, so let's get to our listener feedback. We got some good listener feedback. Of course, after that, we'll do iTunes reviews, Mikko challenge, and a couple other stuff. All right, so it's time for do what? All right. Do you have who's reading them? Yes, you do. All right, David's got the first one.
Give me just a second, please, if you would.
So let's see what else is going on.
Sorry, I'll read.
Okay, according to Mir.I.am, all Probst said was that bullying happens. So, Good night, Susan. I know. Wow, she's an hour ahead of us. Where do you you're on the East Coast. How is she an hour ahead of you?
That's a good question. I don't understand. I just had the feedback up. I apologize.
That's all right, dude. I'll tell you what. I'll read Jordan's. All right?
Okay.
Here we go. Unless you got it. You just pick back up whenever you get here. All right? All right. Hey, D&D. When I first began looking at the new cast and trying to get to know them, I wasn't excited about Kyle Jason. I wasn't a fan of Russell Hance's game, and I didn't like that he thought Russell played the game correctly. However, the more I watched and read about him, the more I liked him.
Okay.
My computer just did something funky and weird.
All right. So after episode 1, I really liked him, and I liked how he seemed to be at the top of the Brawn tribe without making it too obvious. Okay. Going into episode 2, I really liked him and thought he might do well this season. Watching episode 2, I kept thinking that he needs to be careful. If he starts feeling too comfortable, his alliance might get annoyed and turn on him. Sure enough, Jenny was getting frustrated with him. I didn't want her to flip on her alliance because I really do like Jason and Scott. I was worried for him going into tribal council because it seemed like she was probably going to go with the girls. Then as tribal council unfolded and she kept digging herself deeper and deeper, I realized he wasn't in trouble anymore. And part of me wanted Jenny to get voted out because she was just stacking lies on top of lies and making things worse for herself. That shouldn't be rewarded, and if she's still there at the swap, then she can't be trusted as a number for them at all. But that is the emotional side of things. In the game of Survivor, you have to be very careful with your emotions. If you start letting your emotions play the game, then you can easily make a mistake. Jason chose to go with the emotional vote this time, and I hope it doesn't come back to hurt him later in the game. Jordan
Shekowitz, whom I met at Durham Warriors Survival Challenge. Awesome. All right, let's see. I've got the next one. You didn't put their names up top, so I don't know who it is.
Okay.
Who is it?
This is at this is the Twitter
this is
handle.
Someone from Finland.
Yes.
I cannot pronounce the name. All right. After 2 episodes, I have fallen in love with this season. The best second episode ever. Wow. In my opinion. But only worry that we had 2 great tribals when Brawn went to tribal. But will it be predictable if Beauty or Brains goes to tribal? On Twitter, the Brawns have said that they were voting Jen before tribal, so the editors are doing a great job hiding it. And I hope that if there are more predictable boots, editors will still make it a blindside. I'm going to give my opinions on the players and on the episode.
So this is This is the feedback that got me started looking on Twitter. So I give all credit to this feedback.
All right. To our friend from Finland.
Yes.
Brains, a.k.a. A-Hole Tribe. Liz, I think that Joe was a bit aggressive talking to her. Crumpy Joe. He was a-hole to Liz and didn't like her. Neil still is doing well, and my opinion hasn't changed from the last episode. Debbie, I actually kind of like her. I think I hate her so much that I like her somehow. Wow. That's great. Somebody on and I'm sorry to do this, but I want to address it before it goes off the screen. In the chat room says we should try Blab. The problem with Blab is we can't do our overlays and stuff like that. I don't know how good it would look on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe I'll look at it. All right. Peter, haven't seen much from him, so I don't have a strong opinion on him. Oh, wait, except that he was an a-hole to Deb, and I just say karma is real in Survivor.
See, I didn't feel that way about Peter.
Well, he might have taken, our friend from Finland might have taken what I thought was funny, and he or she might have thought that was being what he's calling an a-hole.
Yes.
Right.
Gotcha.
I think a-hole means like Abbott hole or anger hole. For all you kids out there.
Armadillo.
That's right. Armadillo hole. Aubrey, after the redemption edit, she had a really quiet episode, which was a bit weird, which makes me feel that she will be pulled out from the game because of medical reasons.
She got my #1 ranking last week, or at the end of episode 1, because of her turnaround. And then after I did it and posted it, I thought, man, you really didn't acknowledge much after that she did that, because that could have been such a winner start to go from the bottom to the top after that challenge. And like they say, this week she got next to nothing. I don't think she got a confession.
Yeah.
So,
Miriam suggests Abbey hole. Okay. All right, Beauty Tribe. Ty turned around completely, and I really think he'll be long for this game.
I hope so.
Hey, Connie. That's my beautiful wife. I'll be back later. See y'all later. I'm going to go give her a kiss.
All right, Anna. Anna was really quiet tonight, but why waste airtime on people who would be completely safe if their tribe will go to tribal? Because we want to see them. We want to see how they are. So now you're on Julia. Stop it.
What?
You're on Julia. I just read Anna.
Julia, happy that she got a little bit more airtime, and I hope to see her get more in the future. Michelle, she didn't get a lot of airtime, but I still like her. Yeah, someone asked me in the chat room, what do I think of my first pick? Michelle, well, I haven't really got to see her a whole lot. Which
Well, they haven't gone to tribal.
Sorry, I was bronchitis coughing. Caleb, he is okay, and I like him, and actually hope that he goes far. Nick didn't get airtime at all, which makes me think that Beauty Tribe will not lose in a long time because I think he is on the outs. Brawn, you guys are not the Brawn Tribe because you keep losing. You might have the name, but you are not living up to it. Well, you know what is interesting? Yes. Even more so than the last Brains versus Brawn versus Beauty, is each tribe has brawny people in it.
Right.
You know, the tribes, and each tribe has beauty people in it, and each tribe has smart people in it. Although the Brain Tribe is smarter than the others.
Yes. Look smart, according to Joe.
Yeah. Alicia, she really seemed to get the redemption arc in this episode because Jen said that Alicia doesn't ever give up, and she played the tribal really well. Sydney, she played also really well going with the numbers. That's right. You know, Sydney's doing that good thing where you're laying low. You know you don't need to make any waves. Your partner in crime, Darnell, got voted out, and you knew about that, and you went along with that. I think she's doing great.
Nobody's saying negative things about Sydney.
Yeah. And Sydney is on my double D brigade. So
yeah, I knew that. That's fair. That's where it came from.
Scott, I liked him in the first episode, but now he was kind of meh. Jason, I'm happy that he didn't go, and I was sure that he was going before the tribal. He was shown in a negative light in tonight's episode, and he was bullying Alicia, so now he is turning into more Russell Hantz. I really hope he fixes it.
Can you bully somebody not face-to-face? I thought bullying was more just
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Yeah. But, like, you know, whenever she went out, yes, I don't think he was being mean to her, but not to her. So, she would go off in the woods, and he was like, you know, let's feed my skin to her.
Yeah.
To Blondie. So he was being rude about her.
Okay.
So, anyway. The Boot, a.k.a. Jennifer, a.k.a. Crazy Jen. All right, I know that they had a plan to vote her out, and she just tried to stay in the game, but she was still pretty crazy. Predictions. Brains lose, and I don't have any idea who is going home. Jason will find the idol, and Ty, too. Top players. Drum roll, please. That was a horrible drum roll.
Yes, it was.
Ty did a really good job with technically finding the idol. Brains, I guess that Peter is the best spot right now, but with that said, I don't see anyone from the Brains tribe winning. Neil is my pick to win. Brawn. That's not where we are, is it?
Yeah,
what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Brawn, I think Sydney played well, and I would have Jason in here, but his downfall will most likely be because of Alicia. Next week will be fun because I will get a couple of my friends, and we'll watch the first 2 episodes and the third one together. We did it once before, and it was so cool. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does.
That's about it. Like we say in Finland, nakamin. Sure, I totally blew that. Good luck with saying that one right, Dwayne. See you, or I suppose hear you next time. This was Imelimansika's feedback from Finland. Yeah. Wow. If you want to follow my friend from Finland on Twitter, at EEMELIMANSIKKA. All right, David. Who's next?
I want to say it's Steve Tarantino. I think. Hey, D&D.
Yes, from New York.
Yep. Another season of Survivor, baby. You know, I hate 3 Tribes Survivor. I don't. I like 3 Tribes Survivor, but I understand.
Oh, wow.
One reason is you have 2 winners at challenges and less time at the camps. LOL, well, what can you do? Exactly. It's like we have no control of what they do because they won't take our calls. Do you think people are cast in the wrong tribes on Brain, Brawn, and Beauty? I can see survivors that could be in other tribes. I think you just covered it. All three tribes.
I actually like that. Yeah. I actually think it helps the tribes be a little more even.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. You need Brawn on each tribe. Debbie likes to talk too much. Maybe she should chill it out, or she is out. Also, Debbie, you can't tell how water is by looking at it. I like what Obama said about the cat with Debbie. 30 or 40 cats.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to talk about that.
Yes.
That was funny.
Yao Man found the idol. No, the clue to the idol. He just needs a ladder now. I think he is safe at camp. Everyone likes him, so there is no rush to find the idol, I feel. Yeah, we covered that pretty well. I agree. I think he's got himself in pretty well. I like your thought. I didn't think about extending something to get that key off of there. I didn't think about that. If that was their plan for him to do that anyway. Joe FBI is making a lot of waves at camp. Myself, I don't think he will last too long. What is his age? Dang, he's in great shape. 72. Yeah, he was over 70, 72. Wow, 5 hours to make fire. Does it take that long to make fire? Depends on how you do it.
Apparently it did.
I personally have never tried to do this. Blondie, to her credit, did it to save face at camp, and it helped out at tribal council, I guess.
Well, I really think Jenny. Okay, It probably did help, but really Jenny blew it for herself, I think.
It probably didn't hurt, but I totally agree.
You're right.
Yeah. Now to the challenge with 2 winners and 1 loser, LOL. I think Jeff said the logs weigh 300 pounds 300 times. No. Yeah. Was Caleb walking on water? Man, he is fast. You can hear Debbie on the sidelines.
No.
Let's move that gray matter.
That was Debbie on the sidelines?
Debbie
making all that noise?
Julia. Mostly Debbie, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I didn't hear anything. Nothing.
For all the noise, yeah.
With the little palm fronds. With the little cheerleader things. Because as you know, Debbie was probably a cheerleader all through college.
What did she say? We have the biggest frontal lobes.
Yeah. There's just...
I think she was a cheerleader in college. I don't know.
No. Seriously.
Brawn lost back to back. Oh, Brawn lost and back to tribal council.
Yeah.
I think Caleb does walk in water. In fact, he was rolling onto the platform to do that challenge. That was pretty neat. I know when the NBA said that Blondie was going home, she was so safe. This is what happens when you don't read them before you read them. I know when the NBA said that Blondie was going home, she was so safe. There is no 100% on Survivor NBA. Of course, Blondie is out looking for the idol. That is what everyone would do. Jenny had a plan, have the ladies talking at camp without taking out the tattoo. Now I feel to take him out because you don't like him is fine, but to take him out to get rid of the stronger player, I think it is a little too soon for this. No, 6 days, LOL.
Yeah. You are losing challenges.
Yes.
Who
but it
is hurting you the most in challenges? That's
right,
who.
Because they wouldn't have been as close in this one without the muscle. Because they still had to get that log through there. With Jeff, all we know, he knows.
No, we all know he knows.
He knows everything that is happening at Camp Waterwood. So when Jeff said at tribal council, maybe girls getting together, he wanted to start something.
All right, now that's speculation, Andy. We don't all know that Jeff knows everything that's happening. We speculate because he says that he doesn't.
This is still Steve's feedback.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Sorry.
Oh, he does. He's in charge of the show. He knows everything. But you still don't have to answer by saying, yeah, we are talking about that, but I'm not sure which way I'm going to go yet.
Yeah.
So a lot of drama, tribal council, which is what Survivor loves. I understand. Yeah, Probst even said, I don't think I've ever seen a tribal council like this.
Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Jenny wanted to save Blondie with the girl allies, and she is the one going home. Wow, that really sucks. Talking about backfire.
Yep.
I think the problem was Sydney. Sydney was loyal to the alliance, like she said on day one, and Jen just was thinking about making moves. But it backfired the fact that she opened it up, yes. If Jenny kept quiet and followed the plan, she would be on next week. Blondie did a little dance at the end, but she still has work to do. I guess we'll see how it plays out. No, I think Jen was gone. I think they had the votes to get Jen out. I don't think she was going to last, no matter what she said.
No.
Side note, guys, just curious, do you guys ever try out to get on Survivor?
No.
Myself, about 16 times with no luck. I will keep trying. Maybe I will get lucky. Yourself, D&D? I've sent in one video, filled out one app, and I'm not doing it again.
How long ago was that? Was that recent? Or are you not allowed to say?
It was after Kaôh.
Okay. And you haven't heard anything? You never got a call back or anything?
No.
Why don't you talk to Chris Page?
No. No. Okay.
Well, can I answer?
You said you hadn't.
Oh, that's right. I haven't. I have people. There's a couple people that tell me I should, but I know myself really well, and I don't want to be on Survivor.
Oh, come on.
Now, I would love to be in Durham Warrior Survival Challenge because it's not on TV, but I don't want to be on national TV at the mercy of their edit.
Yes.
So
he finishes. Okay, I will catch you guys next week. Keep the podcast coming. Steve, New York, the graphic artist.
yes, and if you're unsure who that is, when you go on our Facebook group, which is survivortalkwithdnd.com/Facebook, and he'll put up like Hump Day, and he's the one that puts like what the tribe looks like after the people are voted off. Really good graphic artist. Really good.
Yeah.
Really like.
He puts up the tribe as broken. Puts the picture of the voted out yesterday.
That's right. All right. Let's see. Hi, Dwayne and David. Who is this, David? Tina. Oh, hey, Tina. Are you still in the chat room? Yes, she is. All right. By the way, I just wrote in the chat room. Y'all are awesome and make me so happy. Can you, David, 2012, we never dreamed we'd have people in a chat room talking about Survivor while we talk about Survivor. How cool is that?
I never thought we'd be on video.
I mean, that's, well, yeah, and you still wish we weren't on video. If David had his way, we would not be on video. This is all me.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Dwayne. Hi, Dwayne and David.
You don't have to read where it says your name because that just means you're reading it.
That's right. Tina's going old school back whenever it was Dwayne and David, and we hadn't officially named it D&D David first. But, so I hope you are both getting through this winter. I am. I think we're having our last cold spell right now. Did you have a blizzard up where you are, or was that a tornado blizzard, or what?
It was 29 one day, then it was 68, then it was 44, then it was 72, then it was 30. And
I know, it's crazy, isn't
that's
it?
Virginia. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
We did. We had snow, we had ice, and then we had heat wave.
Yeah.
Then we had tornadoes last night. It was fun.
Nice. And, I usually like a little more winter before spring hits, but I'm really ready to put the top down on the convertible. Basically, if it hits 60 degrees, the top goes down. And it's not been 60, and I want it to be 60.
So I'm not. I like the cool outsides.
All right. Tina's getting impatient. All right, here we go. She actually hasn't said anything, but I am enjoying this season, and I'm really enjoying getting to know the characters. FBI Joe seems to have a short temper. He has befriended the older lady that is an expert at everything, and I think he made Liz cry. Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. If Joe wants to get past the first few episodes, he has to work on his alliances and behavior. I think I like Ty, and I am liking his friendship with Cowboy Caleb. Beast mode cowboy. These two could be a power couple. I do think a woman will win this season, only because the last two winners have been men, and the producers do like to mix it up a little bit. Wow, if that's not saying production has some say in who wins, I don't know what is.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Tina with the aluminum foil hat. Yeah, there you go. Guys, I am still laughing about your episode a few weeks ago when neither of you knew what a foodie was. I still don't know what a foodie is.
Foodie,
what was a foodie? Oh, a foodie is a person's kind of like a food snob.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
Yes.
West Coast
Who with kids does not know what this word means? This is a 5-year-old word. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a 5-year-old word. All right. This is a 5-year-old word, and you need to stay a little more hip with the new words the youngsters are using so you don't end up like FBI Joe. All right. I will go to Urban Slang or whatever the website is tonight and look up all the new slang words.
But even if we were Joe, we would not bark at somebody for saying the word foodie. I'd say, what does that mean? That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Empathy.
You know what was fun today is I went on to look up UK slang.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there is some really cool UK slang.
Yes, there is.
It makes me want to incorporate it into my vocabulary. If I knew one of them right off the top of my head, I would have done it right then. But the only ones I remember are inappropriate for the show.
All the ones I remember are stuff from TV shows.
Yeah, like I can't really. Well, see, I almost did. I can't. Here we go. All the best from your traveling friend Tina. Yeah, we never really know where Tina is.
I think that's
if
her
we
point.
did, she'd have to kill us.
Yes.
And FYI, I will be traveling to Malaysia soon, and we'll try to write from there. Tina.
Sweet.
There you go. All right, David. We have two more ones, and now we're with Andy. Sorry. Here we go, Andy from Missouri.
Good evening, folks. I loved last night's episode and had just a couple quick thoughts I wanted to share. And he's right, because I think it fits on one page. Number one, I love the edit of this show. In most episodes, you go into tribal council with two realistic possibilities of who could be going home. And it seems that it is always one of these two that go home. However, this episode gave three very believable possibilities. And I feel like that made it that much more interesting and fun to watch. I'd love to see them craft the narrative in this way more often to keep us guessing a bit longer. I completely agree. I was gut punched, but it was still a great ending. Strong. Number two, the so-called beast mode tie romance is one of the reasons that I love this show. It's hard to imagine two guys with less in common than these two. It's fun, at least to this point, to see them having fun and these differences. So often the show focuses on the negative drama. See Kyle Jason versus Alicia Holden or Shireen versus Will Sims, which can be fun to watch at times, but also can be quite the downer at others, such as my two examples. Survivor is largely a social experiment, which is really highlighted by showing things like these Caleb tie interactions, and shows, at least to this point, that people with differences can still function and interact in a reasonable way and still be good TV. I'll be curious to see if this actually goes anywhere and would love to see something like a Caleb tie late game run, just because it was something none of us ever predicted going into the season. That's all for now. Andy Westover.
Andy also runs our Facebook version of the D&D Survivor Challenge. So, right?
Yep.
I didn't get that wrong, did I? Okay. David, is that Kylo Ren behind you or Edward Scissorhands?
It's Captain Phasma.
Well, don't be rude, because Miriam White wanted to know.
Oh, well, you also put it on Facebook, which is actually a gift from my oldest daughter when she comes back home.
Oh, no. That's over your left shoulder.
Oh,
the other shoulder. Over your right shoulder.
Oh, no, that's Jon Snow.
Oh, yes, of course. That's Jon Snow.
No, this is what you...
Yeah.
I got, but fortunately, Bailey doesn't listen to the show, so she doesn't know that I got it for her. But you did post it. David needs one of these. And then Bailey said, no, I need one of those.
Oh, and you had already bought it for her?
That was me. Did you see it on Amazon? That was me that bought it. Yes, I know.
I'm so sorry.
Of course, I couldn't say anything on the post because she's right there. I'm posting on it.
All right. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, we get to do an audio feedback from Will the Giant Ninja. All right. Well, that means I got to get set up for that.
So
that won't take very long.
No, that won't take long at all because you're so quick.
Did
you just delete Will's?
No, I just thought I did something else. All right, here we go. Will the Giant Ninja.
What's up, guys? It's Will from Ninja, and I am in my car right for villains that show up along the way. Sophia, say hi to everybody.
Hi, I'm Sophia.
Mikey, you say hi to everybody.
Hi, I'm Mike.
Abby, you say hi to everybody.
I am Abby.
Oh, hey, Sophia, who is your favorite survivor?
Abby.
Abby Maria Gomez?
Yeah.
Why do you like Abby Maria?
Because she has my baby sister's name.
That's a pretty good reason. How about you, Mike? Who's your favorite survivor?
The shirt who asks all the questions.
You mean Jeff Probst, the host?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Why do you like Probst?
because he has a nice blue shirt.
Well, that's a good reason, too. How about you, Abby? Do you have a favorite survivor? Yeah? Who is it? It's Mike?
Ah,
Yeah, there was a winner named Mike, wasn't there? There was also a winner named Sophie. Two of you guys have winners. Yeah. Well, that was a pretty good episode of Survivor this week. I enjoyed it. I got to say, I was surprised by that turn of events at Tribal Council, as I assume a lot of people were. But, Jenny, you dug your own grave. I mean, I know you think you didn't do anything wrong, and I saw you say you don't have any regrets, but you can't be talking like that to your alliance mates. If you're going to plot and scheme against them, that's fine. In fact, it's good. I encourage it. But you can't sit there at Tribal Council with people who thought everything was solid and tell them, well, I was up in the air a half hour ago. I didn't know which way I was going to go, but I'm good now, because all that does is put a target on you. Now, I got to say, I was impressed again with, is it Kyle, Jason, Kylo, Dog the Bounty, Kylo? I don't know what his name is Jason, I think. We're going with Jason. I was impressed with him again. I particularly liked that he really did flip at Tribal Council this time. I think last time they were just flushing an idol. I think it was a planned tie vote. I don't think anything was decided based on what was said at Tribal Council. But this time, I think he and Sydney both changed their votes to keep Alicia and get rid of Jenny at the last minute because of the way Tribal Council went. And I got to say, I like that. I like adjusting to the information you have, even if you get it late. I'm curious as to where Alicia's story goes from here, if anywhere. Historically, when we've had three tribes, one tribe has been absolutely decimated. And maybe we're seeing that again. Maybe we are seeing the Matt Singh 3.0, and the Brawn tribe is just going to go one after the other. And we'll be left with two of them at a swap or a merge. But if not, and Alicia sticks around, I'm curious as to what her story is going to be. Those were train tracks. Obviously, the editors are going out of their way to paint her as dumb. And we're seeing commentary from the other players about how her imprecise use of language is annoying them, so to speak. So I'm curious if she'll stick around. I could see Kyle bringing her under his wing and using her the way Russell thought he was using Natalie White. That would be interesting. In fact, I think that would be a pretty awesome final two if we got that far. I am curious to see what's going to happen next week. Are the Brawns going to come up short again, given that other teams get to sit out their two weakest players? Or are we going to see somebody else go to Tribal Council and maybe get rid of a Debbie or a Nick or a Ty? Who knows? Well, that's all I've got.
Later, Peeps!
Will at
The Giant Ninja!
That was awesome.
Always is.
Will, I really don't mind it when you drive. I really don't.
Not at all, especially with the kids.
Yeah, drive all you want. Who am I to tell you not to drive in your fancy car? All right. Did he ever get his car fixed? Who knows? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our feedback. It is now time for... Oh, wait, we don't have any. So, let me just remind you that iTunes reviews really help us on iTunes. Or you can do it on Stitcher, stuff like that. Also, if you do those, that also helps. But go ahead and go to our website. Scroll down. You'll see the link to Survivor Talk or Movie Talk. Give us an iTunes review. It really helps. Are you ready, David, for the Mikko challenge?
No, but I'll do it anyway.
All right. I foolishly left my Mikko challenge in the other room.
Uh-oh.
I should have gotten it while can you talk while I go do that?
I would be happy to talk.
Yeah, just talk to people in the chat room.
I'll talk to the people in the chat room. I'm looking forward to, after this, we talk about TV, what we're watching, because I'm watching some really good stuff right now. Really good stuff. Especially the 100. It's everything Miriam White, or Miriam, I think it's Miriam White, said it was. The second season is amazing. It's got so much lost tidbits in it that I know everyone's going to love it. It's just awesome. Awesome. Where did you send the voicemail to? Did you send it to email or? Let's see.
I'm back.
Yeah, Miriam says she sent a voicemail in.
What?
Miriam says, all right, she sent a voicemail in.
Well, now, you know what? It must not be your microphone because now you're all scratchy again.
Oh.
Miriam left us a voicemail? She must have been after the deadline because I didn't see anything.
I don't either. I don't see it in the email. I don't know if was it on the site.
How did you send it? Miriam. Oh, look. That's not the challenge, you idiot. All right.
She called it in, so.
Oh, she called it in. All right.
Site.
Just a second. If she called it in. All right. Let me go. I'll tell you what. Miriam. This is going to be interesting. Just a second, Miriam. I'm going to go find it. If you called it in, then it came in on a different email address. There it is. It was an hour late, but we'll still, actually 2 hours late. But here we go. This is Miriam. Here we go.
Hi, Dave and Dwayne. This is Miriam, a.k.a. Vader Girl. Thank you guys so much for doing all your podcasting. You're very beloved. I just have a little bit of feedback. I'm really, really enjoying this season. I think it's amazing. I love the cast. I think they hit a home run with this. I didn't think they could top off last season, but I actually think it's better just because this cast is just, what a cast of characters. I mean, between Ty Trang and Caleb and Stolen Kisses and the villainous Kyle Jason and Scott Pollard on the Brawn tribe. I love it. I think they're just great. I mean, they're wonderful. And they're brave. And also Neil Gottlieb. Yeah, I really saw his secret scene where he like took down a stingray with a hammer as a provider, but hello, winner's edit. And so I guess my common question is, one, thank you, which is just a comment. Question is, what do you guys think of the winner's edit? And who do you think is getting the winner's edit if you look at those things, which I know you don't always do. But it's just interesting how different music plays, like when Caleb is on screen or, you know, when, you know, it's the villainous music and that like swoosh sound, like a knife, whenever Scott and Sarge are on screen, who I love them. They are awesome. So I just am wondering if you guys see any hero edits or winner edits, and I definitely think Neil is possibly getting the winner's edits for the secret scene, and also he's just been doing a lot of the narrating for the show, and very interesting, very interesting. I still have my money on Anna, though. Anyways, thank you guys for everything. I also wanted to send some love, prayers, and blessings to the Jason family. I know that their daughter was in the hospital. I think I saw that on Twitter. And I just want to let them know he is awesome, and I just can't wait to see more of him on TV. He's great. I hope he goes far in the game. And don't let the haters keep you down, buddy, because we love you. We want more. Keep being a villain, like Abby Maria says. Villains have more fun. Peace out. May the force be with you all, and thank you guys so much. Bye.
Awesome. Glad I could go grab that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, David, I am going to play the new Mikko challenge theme, and then I'll just pull it up on my phone. Are you ready, David? I spent an hour and a half on this.
Sure.
So we might play it twice.
Yeah, if it plays like the first soundbite you played.
Yeah. It's time for
the Mikko Challenge, an ongoing battle of memory power and observation skills between the two Ds of Survivor podcasting, David and Dwayne. Now, mates, chivvy along. I'm off to see a man about a dog.
Okay, I just think that's really awesome.
That's cool. Are you going to do different little sound bites each time?
Heck no. It took forever to do that.
I don't think it's my microphone right now. I think it's my connection because I missed the first part of Will's feedback and parts of Miriam's was a little blocked, but I think that's where my sketchy voice is coming from right now. I'm not sure. Right. I don't think it's good enough.
Okay, well, it is time for
the Mikko Challenge, an ongoing battle of memory power and observation skills between the two Ds of Survivor podcasting, David and Wayne. Now, mates, chivvy along. I'm off to see a man about a dog.
All right, it's time for the Mikko Challenge. Thank you to Martin Leeds, who puts this together for us, and for Mikko, who originated it. That's why it's named after him. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to my mail here, and I'm going to go pull mine up.
Not as prepared as you usually are tonight.
Excuse me. I had printed it up at work.
Oh.
And then, boom, it was gone. So, all right, here we go. Martin Leeds. David, hi, Dwayne. Just to remind you, the standing after the first episode is 12 points for David, 11 points for me. All right? And I still contest the final one where you got all 7, and then you led me to believe that I only needed 3, and I didn't try very hard to get them, and so that's why I'm behind.
I didn't lead you to anything. I read what was there, and then I said, go ahead and get the rest of them, too, because you nailed 3 right off the bat, but then you missed the rest.
Whatever. All right, so since you are winning, I will let you go first, just like in golf. And no, furthest person away goes first. So I go first. Go ahead. Question number 1 for me.
Your quote is, we're losing it.
That's it? We're losing it?
We're losing it.
We're losing it. Well, that wouldn't be beauty. That would be Liz.
No, I'm sorry. It's
Jennifer.
It's Kyle speaking about the fire. Jason.
Oh. All right. Okay, number 1 for David. I'm at kindergarten camp.
Well, that would be Joe.
Yes, because Liz just knows everything.
Yep.
All right.
Number 2, when did this tide turn?
Well, crud, I don't know that one.
I only know it because I watched it earlier today. But when she said it, I was like, oh,
see, I watched it twice on Wednesday night. I should have waited and watched it right before we went on the air.
Yep.
All right, what's the quote again?
When did this tide turn?
When did this tide turn? Oh, that would be Jennifer. She's Jennifer.
No, it was Sydney talking about Jennifer.
Oh, crap. Okay. I am so excited that we won kerosene.
Let's see. I'm going to guess somebody from the Brains.
I don't know, David. I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't know.
I'm going to say...
Could have been Brawn.
No. I would guess Neil, but I don't think he said it. I think it was one of the girls. I think it was Liz.
You're right. It was Neil, which means you're wrong because you said Liz.
That's right.
All right. My turn.
We might look brawny. We are weaklings. Weaklings.
Alicia.
No. Jennifer. God. Before they got fired.
Crud, 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 crud. Ah! All right. Number 3. Do you suck the eye out?
That was Julia talking to Ty.
Oh, I hate this game. All right.
Yeah. Number 4. One wrong word, and it goes from good to bad.
Jennifer. Please.
You got the first letter right. Oh. This was actually Probst. After tribal council to send the Brawn tribe back to the camp.
He's pulling Probst quotes. Oh,
yeah, that's
Martin. Wow. By the way, Miriam, I know Brawn had no kerosene. I was trying to lead David on. Oh, wow, Martin, you pulled a Jeff Probst. Never been done before. Way to go. Gosh. Now he'll probably give you one, and you'll be expecting it, so you'll get the point.
Oh, you like the next one. Go ahead.
Casey, no, reviews usually take a day till they show up on iTunes.
Yeah.
So,
But thank you.
all right, number 4, pull back. Now push up. Let's go.
Oh, that's going to be in the challenge. I'm going to guess Jennifer from Brawn.
You would be wrong. It was Sydney
Oh, that was close.
during the immunity challenge.
Sydney spoke. Wow.
All right, let's see if I can get one right.
All right, listen carefully.
Wonderful game that I love so much.
You need to listen. And I'm going to say it exactly as it's written. So here we go. Keep in mind, I've got 20 years experience analyzing water.
Yeah, that
That's
would
what's
be
written.
Debbie.
Really?
Wow,
Yes.
I got one right. Woohoo! Number 5, we genuinely like each other.
That's Jennifer.
Remember- That's wrong.
Oh, who is it?
It was Scott talking about his 4-person alliance.
Oh, okay.
This is my chance to catch up, ladies and gentlemen. Here
You will.
we go.
You got another easy one. I might even do a little happy dance.
Alicia.
Yep.
Woo! Boom, chaka-laka-laka. Ba, ba, ba. See,
Oh my
Martin,
gosh.
those are the ones I need. Those are the ones
They're
I
coming.
need.
You've got more, just like that.
All right. Number 6. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his attitude.
I don't like his attitude. Well, you're trying to say it like Alicia, but it sounds like Jennifer. Let's say Jennifer.
I wouldn't try and say it like anybody. So who's your answer?
Oh, I was probably wrong, but I'll say Jennifer.
Crap. Yes, it's Jennifer.
Oh, good.
Got it.
Well, you're
All
going
right.
to get the next 2. Number 7. Oh, maybe you won't get this one. You'll like number 8 and 9. Number 7. You've got to be kidding me.
Really? That sounds like us. Oh, wait. That's me every time we play the Mikko's challenge. The Mikko
That's
challenge.
right. He quoted you from last time. No, it's not you.
Oh.
No, but
Hey.
let's think about it.
That's one of those where I'm actually technically correct.
Anyway.
It was, you've got to be kidding me?
Yeah.
That's Joe.
Pathogens, really? That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's got to be Joe.
You're going to get the next few.
All right, my friend. Number 6. Is that what we're on?
No, you're on. Should be number
7. I changed my mind. Number 7. I changed my mind.
Oh, wow. I'll say Jennifer. I really don't know.
It was Alicia in her opening confessional quoting somebody from the tribal council, last tribal.
What?
She said, I heard him say, I changed my mind. And I thought, what?
I think Martin's flipping her coin to who gets the easy question.
Okay. Don't worry. You got some really easy ones coming up.
Number 8. Does she have 30 cats or 40 cats?
That was Peter.
There you go.
I love you, Martin. See how quickly my love for you goes away and comes back. All you have to do is give me nice ones.
You'll like the next one, too.
Number 8. I don't want to put a target on my back. I don't want to put a target on my back. Lots of plosives.
I don't want to put a target on my back. Was it Ty?
Is that your guess? Because you're asking me. That's not the same as guessing.
Oh, goodness. Yes, that was my guess, Ty.
Okay. Miriam says it's Obama, but I think she may be a question behind.
Oh,
Yes, it was Ty talking about his love for, going for Idol Hunt again.
yeah.
All right. Number 9 for me.
There's the ball.
What? There's the ball?
Yes.
Really? There's the ball?
Really? You don't know that one?
How am I supposed to know that one? There's the ball. There's the ball. How do you know it so easily?
Because it was so obvious when it was said.
I'm just watching the chat room. There's the ball. If I wait long enough, Miriam will catch
Don't
up.
you help in the chat room.
What?
Because you got enough points. You're getting the same easy questions.
There's the ball. Okay, let's see. I wonder if it was Julie or Debbie because they were shouting stuff. I'm going to say it better not be Jeff. I'm going to say Debbie.
Is that your guess?
Yes, it's Debbie.
Okay. No, it was Ty after Caleb spit the eyeball out of the fish he was eating.
Oh.
The crab. Yeah.
Yeah, way to go, Miriam. A little late there. Thanks a lot. I stalled as long as I could. Yeah. And what happened to your Twitter friend that said they were going to private message you and y'all were going to get all the answers together and cheat?
I didn't want you to think I was cheating, so I'm suffering on my own.
All right, what number am I on? 9?
Yes.
Don't you just love the Mikko challenge? I love it.
That would be Dwayne. Oh, that's not a quote? Okay.
Oh, yes. I care about people's feelings.
I care about people's feelings.
Well, obviously it's Jason.
Yes. I would say.
Love
goodness.
you, Jason.
I'm going to guess Jennifer again. I think I've gotten her wrong so many times.
Well, then why try her again? That's stupid.
Because it's probably right.
It's Jennifer in trouble, you idiot.
Sooner or later, she'll give me a point.
All right.
Number 10.
Number 9. Your turn. 10.
Number 10. But for now, I need to stay in the shades.
In the shades?
That's how it's written. I have no idea who said this.
I bet they said shade.
Okay.
He's from Germany. Cut him some slack. English is his second language. By the way, I was born in Wiesbaden. Just thought I'd tell you that. Say it again. Wiesbaden.
In a bee's bottom?
Wiesbaden. You idiot.
Okay. But for now, I need to stay in the shades.
I'm going to say that was Jason, because it is.
Good guess.
Yes. It was an educated guess. Number 10, Elizabeth is a smart girl.
That would be Joe.
That would be Debbie, followed by, however, about their water discussion.
Oh.
Nice one, Martin. Way to go.
You're getting a ton of good ones here. Number 11, he is not the average country guy.
Oh, that was either Julia or Anna. I'm going to say Anna.
Did you watch the same show I did? That was Caleb talking about Thai. And he said, we don't have ties in Kentucky. We don't have ties where I'm from.
Well, I thought it was somebody talking about Caleb.
No, it was Caleb talking about Thai. Sorry.
All right. Number 11. This is a tough one. Women with boobs. Man should not be running. Wait, you didn't even let me finish it. Go ahead. I'm not saying it again. Apparently, this person thinks all women should not be running. Because if I remember my anatomy class, all women have these.
This person will be Deb.
Yes, it is Debbie. Oh, wait. Let me check. Yes, Debbie.
There's my right sound.
All right, David. Now we are on to our bonus questions. Here we go.
I go first? Okay.
Oh, yes.
For each correct answer, you get 1 point. 3 at the max. You got it now?
All right. No, it was the other one where we messed up.
I didn't mess up.
And I lost points because of you messing up.
So, what animal? Oh.
I'm going to get my brain helpers. Okay.
More than that. What animals were on the shooting targets at the immunity challenge?
What animals were on the shooting targets?
Yes.
On the immunity channel?
Challenge, yes.
Challenge? Okay, hold on. Let me see if he asked you a similar question. Okay, seriously, I'm going to guess monkeys. Some form of bird.
Okay.
And some form of lizard or snake.
Okay.
No, lizard. Lizard. I'll say lizard.
Okay. Wrong,
Did they help?
wrong, and wrong.
C-3PO did not.
They were. Brawn was shooting at a tiger.
Okay.
Brain was shooting at a crocodile.
What? Wait, no. A crocodile's a type of lizard.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It is not.
Wait. Yes, it is. Hold on. Hey, Siri, is a crocodile a lizard?
Let me think. Here's what I found on the web for is a crocodile a lizard.
Oh, yeah. The word crocodile comes from the ancient Greek lizard, used in the phrase, whatever, the lizard. Dude, a crocodile is a lizard.
We are not ancient Greeks.
Dude, hey,
I'll let
no,
Martin
that's
sign
the,
that.
that's the, that's where the word came from.
That's fine. If Martin likes it, then that's fine.
Well, just, hey, a crocodile is a lizard.
And when you guess bird,
it's just a really big one.
when you guess bird, the answer was snake. So too bad you didn't stick with snake. Okay, number 12.
All right. David, number 12. Whoops. Number 12. Not the answer, Dwayne. Don't read the answer. The Jeopardy version. All right. For each correct name, you get 1 point. Let's see if you learned from last week. What are the 3 tribe names? Way to go, Martin! Way to go, Martin!
I even said I was not going to worry about it because they're going to be gone. I hope they're going to be gone at some point. Let's see. There's one that's a 2-lettered. It's like Taedong or something like that. There's a Golan or something, and then there's a kitchen sink. I have no idea what they are.
Okay, you got all 3 incorrect. It's Gondol, beauty, Totang, Brawn, not Ta-To.
I was really close on those 2.
You were close.
If you got crocodile as a lizard, then I should.
No, because a crocodile is
I'm
a
just
lizard.
kidding. I just love riling you up.
So we're dinosaurs. And a crocodile is a descendant of the dinosaurs. Chan Lo, brain.
Okay.
Gosh, David, you beat me at this every single year. Give me the freaking point. Thank you, David.
My goodness.
Miriam says all language comes from Greek. I don't think so. Doesn't a lot of it come from Latin?
I thought. I'm not going there. I'm not arguing with somebody that knows more than me.
Well,
let's see. For each correct answer for number 13, you get 1.2 at the max.
All right.
Name.
Wait. Okay.
There's only 2 possible points to get.
All right. This time, Boba Fett's going to help me.
Okay. Name 2 hashtags besides hashtag immunity challenge and hashtag tribal council that were shown on the screen.
All right. Just a second. Hashtag bromance. Hashtag boobrun. No, just kidding. Because of what Debbie said.
Yes.
Hashtag bromance, I know is one. Immunity idol. Hashtag immunity idol.
He gives 2, which leads me to think there were only 2, but bromance was not one of them, and I thought I saw bromance as well, so I'll leave that to Martin. The ones he gives are hashtag meow and hashtag stolen kiss.
Okay. Check bromance, Martin.
Yeah.
I think it was there, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
If you want to save Boba Fett from C-3PO attacking him, you must double-check that, Martin.
I wonder if we're thinking of pictures on Twitter or things like that where people put bromance on there. That might be what we're thinking, because I remember seeing that too.
I'm thinking of the show, because that's where I get points. It's from the show. All right, David, number 13. For each correct name, you get 1 point, 2 maximum. Who took the immunity idols after the immunity challenge?
Peter and Caleb.
Nope. Caleb and Peter. You're right.
He
Peter
really likes you in this week.
Why do you pay attention to that? Why do you pay attention to who gets the immunity idol?
Because it might be a question. The third time I watched was just for this quiz. And not very well.
Oh, that's so freaking unfair. All right, fine. I hope I have time next week to do that. Go ahead.
All right, you're about to get 5 points. Okay?
Oh, nice. Go. Okay.
Arrange the sitting order at tribal council from left to right. Seriously, you don't know that?
Hold on. Be quiet. I'm thinking. Hey, shut up. Hey, be quiet, Hank.
And Darnell, and then you want to think about where the torches are in the background. And then there's snakes.
And you want to be quiet because I can't think.
No, I don't want to be quiet because I don't want you to think. Because once you get 4, you'll have 5.
Shut up, David. I really can't think.
Okay.
From left to right.
Looking at the screen, yeah.
Would you shut up?
I'm just helping you. Really nice back there.
Gosh, David. All right. Alicia was on the okay. As Probst was looking at them.
Yes.
I want to clarify. Probst was looking at them. Alicia, Jennifer, Jason. Wait, no. Stop. Alicia, Jason, Jennifer, Scott, Sydney. That's my final answer.
Does that mean I can talk now?
Yes, thank you.
I told you get 5 points.
I literally could not think of even who was on the freaking tribe while you were talking.
I know. That's why I was talking.
Wow. Oh, look at Miriam, man. She's putting the answer on there. Miriam, I love you. Too bad I'd already
keep putting answers when I get there.
Okay, Miriam, do not do that because I didn't look. All right, this is the final question for David.
Actually, Miriam is wrong. She put Alicia, Jaden, Michelle, Scott, and Sid. Michelle's not on the tribe. She's on the other tribe. So
yeah, way to go, Vader girl. Vader girl. All right. Hey, Vader girl. Vader's dead. All right, here we go.
He lives.
I can't wait to talk about Better Call Saul.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Number 14, David. You get 0.5 points. Wow, mine was easier.
I bet it was. I'm sorry.
Hold on. You've got to get 10 right to get 5 points because they're worth 0.5 points each. 5 points maximum, 10 answers. I would be so mad if I were you. It's about time we have somebody that knows that I need the easier ones.
That's not something to be proud of.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Well, it's because we were both from Germany.
Can you
we have a kindred spirit. All right, David, here you go. Ready? Hold on, I want to keep it on you when I say this. Okay, now everybody's seeing you as I read this. Name all animals that got a close-up during this episode.
Okay. Does that have to be a specific monkey?
Connie actually paused on that first one and said, okay, Dwayne, what animal is that? Let's try to figure it out.
I know there's a monkey, and I know there was a snake. Oh, goodness. Let's see. There was a bird that flew over the water. It was like I think it was a wow. It was a seagull or what it was.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to need you to maybe write down so you can tell me your final 10 because I'm not going to be able to keep up with everything.
Well, I've given you 3.
Oh, so those count. You're not going to take any back.
Snakes and the white bird that flew over the water. I don't know. I guess it was a seagull. I don't know what kind of bird it was.
Okay, so you're only going to guess 10 things then.
I'm probably not going to guess 10 things.
All right, so say your first thing.
Monkey.
Monkey is right.
Snake. Snake is right.
Yes,
it was
snake. I got it.
And then the white bird that flew over. I didn't really get a close-up, though. Gosh, there's that many animals?
Well, birds/eagles. I would think that's correct.
Okay.
He actually missed one, so if you get it, I'm going to...
I'm going to say...
There's a real obvious one that you're missing.
I guess I'll guess a crab or a fish.
Yes, a crab, a dead fish. That's 5. You're at 2.5 points.
What else did people eat?
Man, I need braces. Look at that. All right.
Stop talking to me. What else did they have?
Oh, you got 5 more guesses.
I don't remember that many animals on there. I remember the monkey because of the big teeth that came out when it was showing it. And then I remember the snake. So I'll guess last week I would have guessed the earbug, earmut, whatever it was. Let's see. I'm gonna guess a spider.
Hold on. No spider.
Yeah. Okay.
No spider.
So I got 4 guesses left.
Do not look at the chat room. Miriam has posted one that you've not said.
Oh yeah.
No, don't. I didn't cheat. You don't cheat.
Okay. What's that? The camps.
See, I went into serious voice there.
What did they eat? They ate the chicken when she made
So
fire.
chicken, that's 6 out of 7.
Oh, 3 more animals. There's no other animals.
Well, there's 4 more.
Pets.
You only get 3 more guesses.
Right. Oh, this is tough.
Bum, bum,
Started this a long time ago.
bum, 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 bum.
Let's see. What other animals? Period. Let's see. I already did the snake. I already did. I don't remember any pumas or anything. I already did birds.
Podcasting at its best.
I'm telling you, this is a too long a question.
Yeah, we just lost 10 viewers.
Yeah. Because that's because we're going back to look at the animals and see what they were.
Of course, it's 2 hours in, so.
I don't think clam's an animal. Or is it? Is clam considered an animal?
You're going to have to guess it.
I guess it would be because they did find one. So I'll say clam. But it's not really.
Is it different than a fish? Well, you guessed it. So that's 6 out of 8. Yes, Miriam. That one is one of the ones on his list.
How about some cute animal that look like a cat?
David, I told you not to look there.
Why?
She's given answers.
Oh, okay. Well, that's.
All right, that's 7. Because you looked. 7 out of 9.
Well, I have no idea what the other one is, so I'll default the last one.
All right.
I have no idea.
Furry bear-like thing, which is the one I gave you credit for just now.
Oh.
So by my...
I said a cat. I said a cat, so that's not really the same thing.
Monkeys, chickens, birds/eagles, ants.
Oh, red ants.
A dead fish. Hey, Will from Survivor 30 got back really quick. Lizard, which you said. Crabs, which you said. Snake, and scorpion. But he missed the hornet.
Yeah. Is that an animal or an insect?
Oh, yeah. He didn't miss the hornet.
Yeah, but the ant's an insect. That's not an animal.
Oh. Well, whatever. All right, we'll let him decide based on his amazing listening skills.
No, I butchered that. I remember like 3. I had to go back to each camp.
It is time for a very quick rundown of the D&D Survivor Challenge. If you're playing with us, that's awesome. So go for it, David. Tell us. David's going to be surprised, and he's going to gloat. Let
me find it real quick. Sorry.
Oh, he's going to gloat. I literally got the lowest points I think I've ever gotten in an early episode.
Couldn't open file.
So
this other file. I can't open her file. I can't.
Bye,
open
Casey.
Her file.
Have a fun time. Thanks for stopping in the chat room.
I cannot open the file that she posted, so I don't know what to say.
It makes me wonder if Weed Bay Guy is even in the room, really, because hasn't said a word the entire time. Do you want me to get out? You want me to just tell you the scores?
I can't even open.
All right, hold on. I can go to Facebook because it was posted on Facebook.
Already?
Yes.
For some reason, it's not.
Because I wear a silly grin.
Oh, there it is. I got it now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. Slide back over to the left. Wow.
Yeah. Wow is right.
So the double
Tell
D
them
brigade.
how much Thrice is Nice beat the double D Brigade.
Let's talk about the double D brigade. Let's see. Michelle got 10. Neil got 8. Caleb got 8. Julia got 8. Darnell got 0 again. Scott got 5. 6 for Aubrey. 3 for Sydney. And 6 for Nick. For a total of 54 points.
All right.
Not bad. Not bad. Let's see.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Let the destruction begin.
Elizabeth got 14. Jason got 9. Only got 9 for all the confessions he gave. Let's see. Anna got 6. Jennifer got 13. 10 of those were from confessionals. Peter got 10. Alicia got 13. Ty got 20. The dude was giving confessionals all throughout the episode. 20 points for Ty. Joe got 15. and Debbie got 8 for a total of 108 total points. But I don't have the other file, so I don't know the grand total.
The grand total is 111, I think, or 110 to 54.
No, I mean for both weeks together. I was looking for that. Sorry.
Oh, I don't remember what that is. That's okay. One thing I want to say is kudos to Shayna. All right. Shayna posted in our little David, Andy, Shayna, Dwayne group, since we all deal with the D&D Survival Challenge. She said, "Hi, guys. I counted the confessionals last night. I checked the Survivor Sucks site, and all of mine matched except for Peter's. I thought I had made a mistake, but when I double-checked, Peter clearly has 2. Sucks has it listed as Peter having 1. There is clearly more than a 10-second gap between Peter's confessionals. I wanted to get your guys' take on it before I send them off." And we all agreed we're going with your numbers, Shayna. But how cool is that? Oh, by the way, Sucks has since gone back and corrected their mistake. But I just want to say kudos to Shayna, because Shayna could easily just go, you know what, I'm going to get these numbers off of Survivor Sucks. I'm not going to count it. But Shayna literally watches the episode and counts every single one of these points, y'all. It's just blows my mind. She's amazing. And she's a patron.
And because she's amazing and a patron, I got the other file. So we're both down a player. We're both down to 8 players. The total scores right now is Double D Brigade 166. Thrice is Nice with the awesome Suicide Squad movie poster, very much, 226. So we're only ahead by 60 points right now.
Yeah, and as we saw in this episode, that could be caught up really quickly if you have a bad episode. I wonder how our individual teams did. That's not posted yet, I don't think.
Oh, I'm so far down in that. I think I lost 2 people, I guess.
Yeah, but it's interesting because, those were our top 9. Like what I did was before I ever talked to Dan, I ranked the teams. I ranked my top 9. So that was going to be my team for the Facebook group. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's what you did before you talked to Colton and Shane and Kelly, right?
No, not really.
Oh, you didn't?
No, we just talked.
So your team is influenced by them. Well, I guess that kind of gives you an out if you don't do very well. So,
yeah, I mean, I didn't really do 1 to 18. I did groups. I wouldn't mind having, and I definitely wanted. So I went with my group. I definitely wanted. I did do that, and some of the ones in the middle. So there were ones on the bottom I didn't take it off.
Okay.
So that's my list.
All right. Well, before we talk about Better Call Saul, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, for sharing our show, for being on Twitter, for however you listen. Thank you so much for listening. Would like to invite you. You're still listening or still watching. We would love to invite you to become a D&D patron. It's through patreon.com. And a lot of artists are starting to be able to do the things they love because people go on patreon.com. Ours is stwdd.com/patron or patreon.com/survivortalk. And for as little as $1 a month or as much as however you want, we have some people that do $12 a month. We have some people that do $1 a month. But they help support. So all of our expenses are covered, and the rest of it helps us to be able to fix David's, microphone cord that goes bad. So, and different things like that. And occasionally we get to take our wives out on a nice date because, we're away from them for so much whenever we're doing this stuff. So thank you so much. If you'd consider becoming a D&D patron, that would be awesome. And of course, one of the perks is getting to be an actual part of the conference call with Kelly and Dale and 2 more. I already know of 1 that's a possibility, and that's going to be awesome. So would you consider doing that? And, of course, would you consider shopping Amazon? David and I both love Amazon. We talked about it tonight. So while you're on our site, just click an Amazon link to get to Amazon. If you want to, you can create a shortcut on your desktop. So just like stwdd.com/Amazon, and then drag that to your desktop. And then every time you want to shop Amazon, click on that link, and it's done. So
can people make a one-time donation?
Yeah, through PayPal. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and all that's on our website. I think it's under support up on a top. Weebay goes, watch it, buddy. Yeah,
you woke him up.
Yeah. But all that's on our website up top. I believe there's one that says I don't know if it says donate. Or, I don't remember what it says. But right in the middle is a Patreon link and a Amazon link. So thank you very much.
Is it really 12.18?
Yeah, so we won't talk very long, but I just want to tell you guys, if you have not...
Hold on. Are we going to talk about are we going to spoil anything? Kind of? With Saul?
Yeah, I tell you what, y'all, this is spoiler stuff.
Before we do that, we're going to talk about spoilers for Better Call Saul, but before we do that, I wanted to share non-spoiler stuff and just re-recommend the 100 that I think you said you were going to try. It's got a feeling of Lost, but a different story. But Miriam said, get through the first few episodes, it gets better. And it does. In fact, some of the actors I didn't like as much in the first season are 10 times better in the second season. In fact, it's even got a main character from Lost in the show. So I highly recommend the 100.
Which main character?
Desmond. Henry E. and Cusick. He's in the.
I like him. him.
He's really good. Everybody in it is really good, and it's just a good story. It's a good conflict. It's just really good. I am enjoying it very much, and I know season 3 I think is on right now on TV. So
nice.
I guess that on demand once it starts. But I am 3 episodes from finishing the second season of the 100, and tomorrow I'm off, so I will be finishing it tomorrow. I hope.
Oh, nice.
I am very much enjoying the 100.
Cool.
And I think. Yeah. So.
All right. So before we spoil anything, if you've not watched Better Call Saul, it's a really good show. And we're going to talk about it. And we're pretty much going to talk about Breaking Bad and how it relates to that as well. Okay. So thanks for listening. If you're tuning out, we'll probably be 5 or 10 minutes on this. We won't be that long. But thanks for listening. Thank you very much. All right, David. So Better Call Saul. One thing I love about it is it totally caught me off guard when I started watching season 1,
Yeah.
because the intro is Better Call Saul stuff, but then he's this honest guy and we learn, oh my gosh, listen, if you've not watched it, don't listen to this. All right. Don't listen if you've not watched it. I'm going to talk about season 1 right now. So, okay. But how cool is it that he was basically a con man, right? Growing up, slipping Saul.
It's been a while since I've seen season 1. So
yeah, I think he was like slipping Saul, so he was always conning people. And his brother, big time lawyer, went to the big school, became a lawyer, and Saul, his name is Jimmy, wanted finally got in too much trouble, and his brother bails him out. So he goes, and what I love about it is he's trying to make it right. His brother actually pushes him back into being a con man over the course of the season. Yeah. Which I just think is a great story arc because, really Saul's a bad guy. You know what I mean?
He is.
He's a criminal.
Yeah,
well,
his brother, I don't know if Michael McKean plays his brother, who is Lenny from Laverne and Shirley, and he's amazing. He is so good in that role. I love his character. I love his little problems that he has that he deals with. But it's almost like he knows he's not going to succeed. It's like he's keeping his little brother down.
Yeah,
like
he wants to.
Yeah,
right.
He likes him down where he is so that he has to come to him, or he just keeps him in power, and that doesn't stop. In season 2. So, but
I am definitely suspecting something's about to happen in season 2.
What's so interesting to me is that the 3 main characters, and this is the opposite of the 100. Remember my complaint about the 100? Too many beautiful people. There are rarely any beautiful people in Better Call Saul.
I don't know. Kim's pretty.
Oh no, the girl is attractive, and the boss of the law firm, the blonde California dude, whatever, he's handsome. But 3 of the main characters, Saul, his brother, and what is Tollbooth's name? What is the old guy's name?
Chuck.
They are not handsome at all. They're just ordinary guys.
Chuck was handsome in his day.
Bob Odenkirk is awesome as Saul. He's just unique. He's different, but the filming and the writing of this is just amazing.
Oh yeah,
it's slow, it's deliberate, but you don't get bored at all. I love the flashback of this last scene at the Cinnabon place, But it's so cool. So
Yeah,
cool.
actually, when I started watching season 2, episode 1, I was like, wait a second. Is it showing the wrong episode?
My TV not working?
Yeah. Why are we back at Cinnabon again?
Yeah, it's amazing how good that show is. To me, Breaking Bad is up on a pedestal above other shows, but this show is just as good. So far,
it's really good.
It's not just
And one thing I like, if I can remember what I was going to say, dadgummit. Oh, Chuck. See, Chuck had to work. Chuck doesn't have natural talent. See, that's what Jimmy has, Saul. He's got like this natural ability, and Chuck's had to work his butt off for it. Now, Chuck's really good, obviously. Yeah. So he probably has some natural. He probably has some natural talent, but he's really had to work hard on it. Saul, man, or Jimmy, he has a way with people because he's a con man and he's really good at it, And so, pretty awesome. I loved it although that was season 2, episode 1, so I don't want to spoil that yet, but just a great. Oh, I love how we get Mike involved and the oh my gosh, the nerd with the Hummer.
Oh my goodness, you saw that coming.
I think that might have been season 2. All right, we're going to start spoiling season 2 also. I mean, this guy, come on. Mike, the way Mike handles him, I loved it in the first season whenever the other 2 heavies were there and Mike got rid of them. Yep. Great.
That's funny. Yeah. I love he's got his little bag of lunch. He carries up into the parking garage with him. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm not getting in that thing.
He goes,
it's mine. I love it.
Yeah. If I need a gun, I'll just use one of his. Remember that? Yeah.
I love Mike. He is awesome.
Yeah. Also, like, I don't remember his name. The guy that he's doing the drug deal with. But anyway, I like him too. It's not Taco or whatever because that's the other guy.
That's later. Yeah, that's his boss. That's who he threatens to tell.
Right. Oh, that was a great scene. Yeah, great scene whenever Mike goes to the upholstery shop. Yes. Excellent scene. Just absolutely excellent. Now I got a question for you. Mm-hmm. Is the daughter-in-law? I kind of get the feeling that she realized that she had her dad, her father-in-law, where he'll get her more money, and she kind of put the guilt trip on him, or just kind of said, "Well, this will be a start." In other words, can you get me more money?
I would think so. Yeah, like I said, it's been a while since I've seen season 1.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it was an unspoken. I didn't turn you in, and I need more money.
Yes,
that's kind of what I.
Now that you say it, that sounds very familiar.
Yeah. And who would have ever thought that my vet is a loan or somebody that goes out and finds people to do illegal things? I didn't know my vet did that.
I know. That's coming up in the next episode too.
Is it episode 3? I haven't seen a preview.
It should be 3.
Yeah. Be 3.
Yep.
Well, good stuff. So I kind of get the feeling that Chuck's going to somehow ruin. I don't know. Do you think Jimmy's going to get kicked out of his new attorney place, or do you think he's going to just keep doing the jobs with Mike, and he's going to just phase himself out?
No, that wouldn't be.
Chuck's going to have
he changes his name. He goes to a name change. So I think something happens that either he runs from, but Chuck is going to be behind him leaving.
Because Chuck is so upset right now.
Although he's close to Albuquerque, which is where Breaking Bad was, right? Wasn't Breaking Bad in Albuquerque?
Yeah, the whole thing.
So
was
it's not like he runs across the country.
No,
but he changes his name. So something he does, something James McGill does, leaves a stain on his name to make.
I don't think so. No, he's just going back to Slip and Saul. That's all.
I'm just saying. You asked me a question. I'm just answering your question.
I know, and I'm disagreeing with you, but that's okay. I don't know how his name's good, because if his name's got tarnished, then how could he stay a lawyer? Unless it got tarnished in the lawyer field, I guess what you're saying. Yeah.
That's why he changed his name.
Yeah.
But he becomes a lawyer as Slip and Saul.
Yeah, exactly. So, boy, I loved how he got the nerd out of the ticket, or out of
the video,
keeping him from asking him about stuff.
And it went from an incredibly funny scene with no laughter, but funny to us as the viewer, to an incredibly serious scene where he told the girl about it.
Yeah, I told Kim.
And it dawned on her that you did something illegal.
You fabricated evidence.
Yeah.
Falsified evidence.
Yep.
Yep. So, hey, Weed Bay, I know you're still in the chat room. Sorry, David hasn't been showing Cheech or Chong, whichever one it is. We're gonna have to fix David's microphone so he can show.
I think I have an idea of how to fix it. So,
all right. And hey, see if you could put it on the left side of you and a little bit higher. If you put it, yeah, because then it won't be blocked.
Right.
So that'll be cool. All right. Anything else about that? Because if not, I got some editing to do, and I get to clean tomorrow.
Well, I wanted to watch something, but now it's like 30 minutes past midnight, even though I am off tomorrow. So I don't know.
What were you going to watch? Oh, did you see that I have an original version, the original 1977 version of Star Wars on my hard drive?
I saw that posted. I didn't look at it yet.
Digitally restored to taken from the actual scans from the actual 35 millimeter. I think they had two sources, and they have since disbanded. Mm-hmm. And they weren't planning on disbanding, but I think they've gotten some pressure or something. But they got their sources legally. It's not like they stole them or got them illegally. Yeah. These guys just did it out of the love for the movie, but they've gone back and got these original sources and created a 1080p version. Well, I mean, obviously it doesn't look like a high definition, but the point is it's a really high quality, and they've cleaned it up. And in the extras folder that you get when you download the whole torrent file, it's got comparisons of the original of their original scan and then how they fixed it. But I mean, it's the original. It is Han Solo shooting first, no editing, none of the extra special effects, none of it. It is true to the actual, because it is the 1977 version of Star Wars.
Well, then I might just go watch a few minutes of that. I'm in the middle of watching Mad Max Fury Road again, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I haven't been able to, I haven't looked for it, but I don't know if it's still available online or not, the Star Wars.
Yeah.
But here I am talking about it publicly. I don't think it's illegal, because what they did was they just remastered it. They took it and, well, maybe it is. Maybe I shouldn't have a copy of it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I will be glad to take it off in case the police come and take my computer.
No, I got to catch up on everything tomorrow. I got to catch up on Blacklist, on Elementary, and everything else that's been recorded.
Yeah. All right, man. See you, buddy. Nice talking to you. Nice shooting the breeze at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Bye.